What up? This is Sharon and you're watching the Dirtbag Dan Show. Yeah!
Hustle every night and day, boy, I got my mind on cake.
Oh, shit! Dirtbag Dan Show, episode 80.
Hey.
That's a lot of fucking episodes.
Damn.
One
Holy
would say
shit.
too many episodes.
Yeah, man. No one cares at 80.
And
You
y'all
know what I
been-
mean?
Unless
It's
some
like
of you
a-
guys been rocking with us the whole time. Abel Abilities is back in the building.
Oh,
folks.
what's good?
Oh,
Had to make an appearance.
Shit.
Some of y'all thought I was dead. It ain't true.
What happened?
We tried.
You know,
Come on.
my world turned upside down on me.
What does that mean?
Whoa. Trouble in paradise.
Get deep, Abel. What
yeah,
happened?
what the fuck does that even
Man,
mean?
I really didn't want to get personal here.
Yeah.
What? It kind of seems like you did. A little bit.
Nah, it's way less personal than it sounds. I just got sick, man. I fucked around and caught a flu virus in my ear, which
Okay.
is weird, and not in my bronchial system.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that led to me having vertigo. So my life was
Oh,
literally upside
Yeah.
down.
I did that on Christmas.
But who's the
Really?
comedian here?
That
I
shit
was
is fucked
fucking
up.
upside down on Christmas, man. That shit
Yeah,
was
man.
trash.
Bro, fuck that.
Yeah.
I've always had problems with my ears. I couldn't swim until I was like 12 or some shit.
That's a whole bucket of butt, man. Like
Yeah. That shit is.
having vertigo.
That shit
Come
is
on.
trash.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
cool
it's
off
fucked
that
up.
shit.
Yeah, that's
That's
like
fucked up.
old person shit.
I don't
dude.
want that shit to ever
Yeah,
happen.
man. Well, luckily it was just from a flu, and it wasn't some random shit that's just permanent. A lot of people get it when they're older, and they can't shake
Yeah.
it. But it was just a temporary thing. So
Wow.
we good, we blessed, we good, we back. Glad to be happy.
I'm glad they caught you in the early stages.
Happy to be glad.
Abel.
Well, let's do our fucking numbers. Dirtbag Dan Show, the Dirtbag Dan Show on Facebook, at Dirtbag Dan Show on Twitter, at DBD Show on Instagram. Been chopping it up with some potential sponsors. Custom email sponsor talking about making a custom Dirtbag Dan show email. So
Not gonna smell like burned beard hair, is it?
It's made out of beard hair.
it's not like custom smelling. It's going to be custom
Wax
graphic.
on my
you know what I
finger.
mean?
Damn.
All sorts of cool shit. Actually, we have all sorts of cool shit in the studio tonight. My dude at Board Glass on Instagram, BORD Glass, brought us these fucking awesome dabbers and such. I like this one the most because it's a fucking lady. There's some titties on it. And then fucking
It's like some shit. That's like a noise your dad would make or something.
I'm getting old, folks. Look at
the
this one.
fuck?
This one's fucking snazzy. We got awesome dabbers. We already started using this one with this blueberry. What is this? This is fucking. It's a blueberry something.
Something exotic,
Oh, here we go.
something designer.
Full gram of blueberry haze from Chameleon Extracts. Chameleon Extracts, really good extract company out of the South Bay. We actually, I've seen this before at the Broccoli Barrel.
Yeah.
Broccoli Barrel delivery. If you want to order some Chameleon Extracts or other fine flour or edible.
He's not lying. I fuck with Broccoli Barrel.
I think we all do, right?
Fuck with him tough.
Caustic doesn't live here, but I know I've seen Skylar at the Barrel
Right.
before. I've seen you at the
They
Barrel.
definitely
before.
got the best tree in town.
Itchy, I've been at the Barrel and seen calls come in from Itchy.
So what,
so.
you just order it and like a little dude on
little
a bicycle shows
little
up?
dispatch
It's not
line.
New York. Nobody comes on a bicycle.
No,
Yeah,
I
no one
not.
delivers
But-
anything.
but the
like that.
I
high
feel like
three
the
and
bike
take a love.
so long.
I fucking hate cyclists.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't think they
Yeah.
deliver weed that way anymore.
I'm just saying.
At Board Glass once again made this dope dabber I'm about to use, and thank you. Follow him on Instagram. Shouts out. We know this guy because he's the brother of our ex studio neighbor at DDEF. We used to rage over there. Shouts
Yeah.
out to all the other homies at the new DDEF, which is apparently down the street from here or in the area.
No
we
way.
all fucking moved out. All the Cannery Park folks
Yeah.
found homes. I seen
It's a shame.
Sharper Than Any.
Yeah, he's right over there, Japantown.
Yep. So yeah, we all landed, bro. We're alive. So yeah,
We made it out.
We're alive,
All
man.
right. Yeah.
We survived gentrification.
Hardly.
But you were still
So, nah, not really.
gentrified.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Been gentrified.
I'm trying to
for
make
sure.
enough money to move back there, to pay too much money to live back there, and be like, haha, you couldn't get me out. You tried, you motherfuckers, but you couldn't get me out.
I'm back.
Now I get noise complaints. It's way
now
better
I
than
make
before.
noise complaints.
Now I make the noise complaints. Oh, okay. Reverse Live is outside.
Reverse Live in the building.
Can you let him
Reverse-
know?
Oh,
Literally
outside the building.
outside the building.
I hope he
Reverse
goes. I
Live
hope
will
he
be
goes
here
with that storyline
for the
I wrote
40
for you
review.
guys earlier.
Yeah. Good looking.
Young Board Glass actually knows the key structure right now.
I know.
So
He fucking helped me into
He's
the
an
building.
essential player right now.
It's a
on the
complicated
Dirtbag
key
Dan Show.
structure.
You
It is.
gotta know.
There's
It is.
multiple tumblers.
Abel don't even know. If I was
Yeah.
like, Abel, let
Yeah.
somebody in, he'd be like,
I can't get my hands on them. I can't.
He said, I can't get my hands on him. Oh, you know we ain't giving Abel no
Yeah,
keys.
no, we don't
saying.
do that with Abel.
Tried to get a pair.
Get my hands on it.
Oh, yeah.
Little
yeah,
did
for sure.
little does Abel say, but Vertigo turned him into a supervillain, and now we just can't we can't trust him.
He's in Vertigo.
In Vertigo, the dreadlock villain. he hangs you upside down with his dreadlocks.
What would my comic book be like, Dirt?
I don't know. You'd be
It'd make you dizzy and you throw up.
yeah, you'd
It'd all
fucking
be all
spin
blurry.
fools around. You'd whip fools around with your dreads. You'd whip your head back and forth like Willow Smith. Fools would get super sick.
That's
dude.
money. I'll pose for it if you
That's
need
what you'd
if
be
you need
like,
a model. Let me know.
Why are you always trying to sell yourself as a model on dudes?
Yeah.
You refer to yourself as a model way too often. bro.
For never
I've
modeling?
never referred
Yeah.
to myself as a model.
You're always like, if you need a model, I'm like, dude, I just asked you if you wanted to go get food or something. You're like,
Need
yeah,
a
but
model,
you know.
someone to model that pizza, homie. I got it. I look
It was
real
like-
good holding a slice.
It was like my mama friend said I look like Erica Badu.
Oh man, I've been arguing with tryout losers on Facebook.
What they talking about?
Why do I engage in these conversations?
That's
They're
kind
just
of,
like
that's kind of a s-
Yeah, what'd you do now?
the
kind of says
losers.
something about where your life's at.
It really does, bro.
I'm not battling, but I'll still argue with you.
Oh, it's like, how many views you got? 1,500 total. Let's talk.
I can
What,
win
what,
this
they-
one.
what they talking about? They just giving you a hard time? Put me
No,
on, Dirt. put me on.
no, pissed off because of the pay structure, like referring to it as like a Ponzi scheme and fucking whatnot.
A
Well,
Ponzi?
Yeah, we're balling over
pretty
here,
dumb.
homie. You don't even
Show
know.
me more.
It's pretty
What?
honorable.
You
I
don't
wish,
even know.
I wish I had Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought my second manor.
Throwing shots at
Excited about
people I've
that.
never heard
So
of.
I seen a lot of really good responses from the other battlers who were like, "Yo, it's like paying fucking $50 to have a music video produced for you." Like,
Yeah, seriously.
What the fuck? It's
Hey.
like, where the fuck can you do that?
Dude,
you know
the
what
fact
I mean?
of the matter is, if you're dope, you just put yourself on for $50 fucking dollars. The motherfuckers
well,
will
it's
see
like-
you
yeah.
and
It's like
recognize
we
you.
don't put the money. The money goes back into the producing and putting out the whole product
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like we put any of it in our pocket.
We're really
Yeah.
giving motherfuckers an
No, that
opportunity,
shit-
and it's their time to shine. And if they can't make that happen, then they need to go back to the drawing board and readjust and come back and do it again. And don't be mad at them.
Yeah,
Well,
if you can't put $50 into your battling career, then
yeah, because a lot of
know.
battlers don't even make music. They ain't paying
You know what I
producers.
mean?
First of all, don't refer to it as a career.
Yeah, if you
because
can't-
like there are
Oh,
there
man.
are 20 motherfuckers in the world who make a living off battling alone.
Yeah.
and you fucking not. If you're trying out for my shit, you're definitely not one of those fucking people. But not only that, it's like also
It's not easy.
it's like it's not.
It's not
It's
easy.
a hard road. But
Would
not
not recommend it.
What's happening?
not only that, I just think
Caustic Jr.
it's just cats being better.
Verse live in the building,
It's
ladies
just
and
cats being
gentlemen.
better. Yeah, we got a 40 review coming up. I don't see a 40. What is that?
there he
Those aren't
is.
40s.
Yo,
Oh, there's a 40 in there.
I love your
There's a
shirt,
40
bro.
there.
Hey,
Oh,
keep the
that's
shirt under
sweet.
wraps though. They don't need to see it. Till
Yeah, don't
you're
let
on.
them see
Don't
the
let them
shirt.
see. it.
don't let them
Keep
see
it to
it.
yourself, bro. That shit's amazing.
me
It's gonna
see
pierce
it.
your soul.
Let me see your shirt.
Moral of the story is,
what were we talking
We are
about?
going to continue to charge for
Oh,
these
these
fucking
oh,
The
yeah.
tryouts.
cadets,
Okay, yeah.
all the
Moral,
cadets are pissed.
Don't you be a fuckhead and be upset about that shit because it's honestly like you've seen people go from the
Cody.
tryouts have
Shouldn't have.
have had
if
good
you don't
performances.
if you don't
and
want
move
to
on.
fucking if you don't want to play, you know, if you don't want to pay to try out for
Achieve
something
it.
that you don't have any credibility doing in the first place.
yeah.
Oh, you're
And put and have the opportunity to have your battle seen
I
by
like
a
it.
lot of people. That's
Yeah.
fine. Like there's other people. We're not going to lose sleep over it.
Shut up.
Yo,
211, ladies and gentlemen.
In the
That's
building.
classic. I'm gonna see if this is as shitty as I remember it. It's also high gravity. Why is all this shit always
It's
like?
not that bad if it's
why
cold.
is altitude always something involved
I
in
don't know
beer?
what that
You know
has
what
to
I
do with
mean? Like,
anything.
Because
why
dude,
can't we ever have flat beer? You know what I mean? Oh, that's fucking why. I just figured it out right there.
yeah.
It's not flat.
I feel like you should. All right.
Tell you what, looking forward to that 40 review later on.
What?
Gross.
Fuck you.
What the hell is happening right now?
How was it?
Oh, it's nasty, dude. It's
Yeah,
the worst.
It's got
one.
nothing on that 40-40.
It's the worst one. That is the worst one.
It's the worst.
They
one.
eat 40 brews.
It's not the
I gave
worst
this a
one.
39 out of 40.
I would not
39.
say that's the worst one.
That shit is disgusting.
Wow.
We'll
There's
talk about
much
this later.
worse.
Wow.
You could drop a lot lower than a 211.
Yeah,
dude.
what the fuck? How is 211 gross?
It's
Out
disgusting.
of all of them.
It's fucking nasty.
Maybe
It's
you just
disgusting.
don't like 40s.
No, I do. I
things
I
like that.
enjoyed.
Still reserved
I
that.
enjoyed that fucking whatever bullshit he had.
I'll
last
drink that
week
shit
more.
over a Mickey's personally.
Oh yeah, Mickey's is the worst. Mickey's tastes like fucking puke to me. Smells like puke
Yo.
to me. Warm Mickey smells like vomit to me.
Reminds you
Pure
of vomit.
Powers has been searching for his own self on the Dirtbag Dan show for about 2 episods now.
Oh,
We gotta get him on here.
oh! We couldn't get the audio right because it was the Instagram clip. So I was telling you guys that I couldn't get the clip off Instagram. I don't know how
Yo,
to thug shit off of Instagram.
What's tight is I just made Pure Powers watch our show for 4 hours to find himself.
Hi,
That-
Pure.
that was
You're not
over
on
there.
this episode
Hey
either.
there.
We got 4 views. Good looking, homie.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Pure, when your music video
Get
comes
your
out,
hands.
we're going to do a fucking full-blown live review.
I'm
of
gonna
that shit.
remix it with
We're gonna
fucking
fucking-
reverse.
It's gonna come
live,
out, and
dog.
for some reason, we're just gonna be like so stunned and blown away by how magnificent it is. We're just gonna be like, "Hey,
Where's your hand?
Battle
right
of the
here,
Zay,
Pure, right here.
BOTZ battles are this weekend.
And nobody's battling because they're all pissed off.
Z-Man Chewy. Nah, fucking all the tryout kids are dope. The kids that are bitching are kids that lost tryouts like 3
Yeah.
tryouts ago.
I didn't
it's
wanna
not
fucking-
kids that it's not kids that are in the tryouts. In fact, all the kids that are in the tryouts are like, "You're a dumbass. Did you see the new bunker card? Fucking Frax on it, Sam Colt's on it, Robo's on it. Clearly there's a benefit to fucking going through this
Man.
system, you know what I mean? And all of the kids that we said advance are on the fucking next card, you know what I mean? With the exception of
It
Patron,
seems
who I
like-
want to see on a future one.
It
I
seems
feel
like those who have excelled through the bots program have been pushed harder by Dirt than other people who have not succeeded.
That's 100%, and because I will do that.
Huh.
I will
What
do
an
that
odd
if
formula.
you have.
Strange.
strange, weird
A
formula."
weird way to do shit.
Yeah.
honestly.
I won't say that this is an orthodox method.
I think it's. I think it
little
makes
off-putting.
perfect sense, and especially since that. Let's talk about this bunker shit. So basically, for those of you who don't know, and that's Skylar and Abel.
Yeah.
They made an announcement. Avocado and J Pro made an announcement that they're starting a series of battles called, they've created a venue called the Bunker,
Yeah.
and it's their venue that they have access to all the time, and they're going to be
like
doing
Battle Rap Fantasy Factory.
Dude,
dog.
pretty much it's a fucking battle rap fantasy factory. And they said they're going to do King of the Dot events there, but not exclusively King of the Dot events there. That they're also trying to showcase like new talent and do smaller events. But the cards are going to be like, instead of doing long events, they're going to do shorter events. They're going to do like 5 battle events with like 3 like undercard battles and then 2 battles with
So
like,
we're-
you know,
I like that.
Caustic
We're
or-
becoming the UFC.
Dude, totally. This is like the Fight Pass, the UFC's answer to like the Fight Pass shit or like the Fight Night shits, where they're offering like more talent or more cards, but spreading out the talent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of just throwing all their eggs into whatever a few baskets 3 or 4 times a year in different parts of the country. Now the Bunker's going to be there like monthly. And it's going to be doing events like GZ events, and we'll probably do a BOTZ event there. We talked about doing comedy shows.
Where
there.
is it exactly?
Dude?
In LA?
Okay, it's the place where the Cadillac Ron Memorial was.
Okay, yeah.
okay.
That's why it was cool.
It's that place.
It was cool.
And they're actually like they're going to be getting a spot there so that they can have the high speed internet there and have it controlled. You know, the limit. They could probably fit 400 people in there, right? But they're only doing 150. So
That's
because
good.
they're going to have like a bossed out ring and shit and have it all. And they said specifically,
No friends, no family,
they said
all strangers.
they said that they want to be pushing talent like Fredo and like Reverse Live and like Peanut and like
I like that.
Mad Flex.
I like
Mad
that.
Flex is on the bunker card. I'll break down these bunker cards for you right now.
I like that.
Obviously, Caustic is on the bunker card as one of the main events, battling T-Rex because because they often reward not showing up to battles with a plane ticket to an even nicer place. So fucking
Is that how that works?
shit, I guess.
So I should start taking these battles.
in
huh?
a nutshell.
Why'd you ever show up?
In a
Dirt?
nutshell.
Just not showing up.
Skylar turned down Lux last week.
Dude, you keep calling me, dude.
See, Roan fucked up. They sent him to San Jose, Costa Rica one time, and that was the upgrade. But he was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be in San Jose, California." Like, all right, dumbass. Yeah, there you
All
were.
right, you
We
were going to go to Costa Rica, but I guess this is cool too.
We'll send you to. We're gonna send you to paradise. Now you're gonna go to the Silicon Valley. I was like, enjoy.
The closest we can get you is Oakland. Is that cool?
So the back to basics for At the Bunker. There's it's a day 1 and day 2 thing. Friday, April 15th. We have a stacked card of up and coming talent. Jeffrey versus Laughingstock. Are you familiar with Jeffrey?
That's like E. Farrell's partner. right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeffrey is a partner
He's
of
tight.
E. Farrell.
I like Jeffrey.
He's entertaining, and we all know Laughingstock is incredible.
He's out of his mind.
Yeah, Brad's the one that sends us the really
He's a-
goofy videos.
He's a good editor.
Of him acting like an asshole and showing pictures of other people and saying that they're rappers. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Usually wrestlers.
I'm aware of.
Robo versus Progressed. I'm not sure who Progressed is, but we know who Robo is.
Nice.
Essam versus Alias. Essam is on a streak, I guess. He recently battled. Who did he battle at that P&R thing? Only one, and I heard I heard he had a pretty decisive 3-0 victory against Only One. Essam is super entertaining. He's always been entertaining. I think that when we seen him years ago, he kind of lacked the confidence in his delivery, but his writing was definitely there. So now I haven't seen him battle in 2 years. I'm sure he's way more, But I've been hearing nothing but good things about Essam. So Essam versus Alias. Alias from Orlando, Florida originally. We always see him at events in Toronto, all over the world. Real dope. He's a fucking really a OG in the game. He's a dude like Peanut. I would say he's kind of on where he's been there for a long time. Had really good battles with folks, but not what he took a big breaks. You know what I mean?
He changed his name to something stupid, and no one wanted to.
No, not. That's just Peanut.
No. Oh.
That's just,
And then he went back to it.
Peanut
That's
is a
just
different
Peanut.
alias.
Yak the Ripper versus the Kid Clutch.
That seems a lot like Snack the Ripper
Yak the
or
Ripper
Jack the Ripper.
versus the Kid Clutch. Not the kid, not to be confused with the Kid Clutch.
Duh Kid Clutch.
The Kid Clutch, Yak the Ripper.
He's gonna tell him what it's like. in
Really excited
Colorado.
about this one. Sam Colt versus Bobby Lee Swagger.
Bobby Lee Swagger.
Obviously happy because Sam Colt is in this battle. Sam Colt's making his King of the GZ debut.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee Swagger just has a fucking awesome name, so I'm counting
Who the
on him
fuck
being-
is Bobby Lee?
I think he
Swagger?
comes from A-Hat. Someone who
word?
showed some promise in that division, or in that league. So we'll see his. He's also making his King of the GZ debut, and then also as the headline of that event and going to be released via King of the Frack versus Everybody Knows. So it'll be Frack's
That should be fucking interesting.
King of the debut against Everybody Knows.
EK's
It's actually
getting
gonna be
back
fucking
in it, huh?
EK's back in it. EK actually just battled. Who did he
It's
battle?
like Battle of the Dobby.
Detective Blacksmith, whose name is Joe Powers right now. Yeah, he said that he gracefully took the dive like a swan. If I'm quoting him, there's an amazing P&R. He did a recap video.
EK?
It's fucking incredible. It's so funny because it's just he narrates it like it's a fucking nature thing. He's like the battlers walked across the field, eyes glazed with anger, ready to engage in verbal combat. He's super serious about the way. I'll show it to you guys later. I'll put it in the video description too. It's
Angry
hilarious.
curse words.
And then on the main day, Saturday, April 16th, Back to Basics 4 at the Bunker, same venue. We have Mad Flex versus E. Farrell.
That's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
Peanut versus J Dose.
Also crazy.
Dose is get punched by Math Hoffa on national television fame.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And, I mean,
Crazy.
obviously, Dose has done more shit than that. I'm just explaining to Abel.
But he did
what it
get
is.
punched in the fucking face.
And they showed it on like real TV a couple times. Like
And
it
then,
was like,
and then delivered subpar in the
That was a long time ago,
return
right?
battle.
J-
Yo,
J-Dose
get
is
get your
tight,
hat out
though.
my face, homie.
oh, when they did the rematch, yeah,
Yeah.
he was kind of like, he was like, I fucking punched you in your face.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was. I like the way Math approached the rematch.
Yeah.
It was really. I don't know, well calculated, I should say. And then, okay, Carter Deems versus Head Ice.
Amazing.
Wow.
T-Rex versus Caustic.
Wow.
Amazing.
And Daylight versus Thesaurus.
Amazing.
Damn.
All
So
of
these
these
are back to
battles didn't happen at one point. So they're all, the top 3 battles are being remade, and then we have the addition of Mad Flex versus E Farrell and Peanut versus J Dose. J
People,
Dose is
people are
king of the
tripping
dot
on it
dot
like
dot.
it's supposed to be this big, huge event, man. But it's not. It's just
gonna be a
supposed to
small
be
event,
this.
right?
It's gonna it's
It's
gonna
like
look
back
a
to
little
basics,
different, man.
Right?
Well, it's 150 people, and they've already like damn near sold out. Like when this comes out, it'll probably be sold out already.
Yeah, I can't imagine like them not having all kinds of crazy cameras set up and filming battle rap the way it was intended.
Yeah, this is just going to be
That's what
like.
it seems like this all is to me. I don't know anything.
No, yeah, definitely. That's how it's been described as letting the battles be first, basically, like the most important thing
Yeah.
outside of like oftentimes with battling, like it's like we're trying to create experience for the fans. You know what I mean? Like a whole event that you go to and fucking shit goes down, and that doesn't. Sometimes that interferes with the actual quality of the videos. You know what I mean? It's like a struggle,
Or just
to
even the
make it-
quality of the battle itself.
Totally,
you know?
100%. Yeah. The whole like production process overall, the battles, the video.
Well, if
everything.
you think about it, man, like this is really like they're just essentially doing exactly what the Back to Basics was trying to do, and really just getting back to what made battling popular in the first place.
Yeah.
The battles.
I think that it's a good move because nowadays the pay-per-view is the main product anyways, and they're going to be selling pay-per-views to these events. So it's basically trying to cater to the most important market in battle rap right now, and that's the fucking pay-per-view market.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that are really growing the sport. But these people have been fucking forced to sit through 8 hours of pay-per-view that's 4 hours of me and Chris just fucking going, oh, I don't know. So now we'll be able to like really have like a tight 3 hour broadcast that has more graphic elements. Like I'm definitely going to be working now that I'm editing and shit, like putting together shit that I could pitch to Avocado that we can be like, okay, well, let's look at this. This is this battle. This is strengths.
Yeah, I
weaknesses.
think people want more of the history behind the shit and like talking to like throw a little montage in there. Build some hype up, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
So,
like in fucking fighting, do like press conferences first where you guys get
They've
a little
been
couple shots
King
off.
of the Dot's great at the press conferences. They've been doing those for all the big events. But I think that the pay-per-views have just been like, it's really like a fly by the seat of our pants experience on the production side of it. Being the guy who's like, when are we gonna fucking go to battle? It's like, what time is it? Oh shit, we're here. It's 3:30 in the morning. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, it's a lot of work, and this will make it like.
I think people are learning from doing big battle festivals as opposed to just trying to get a couple and not have to worry about the time and just making sure everything goes right.
Well, dude, I mean, like realistically, with a card like this, like how many less pay-per-view buys are you gonna get than a card like a Blackout, for instance? And then here's the real question: is how much more are you gonna pay for the Blackout card than you are for this card? You know what I mean? So it's basically
Cost
like
versus return. Yeah.
well, and it's probably like maybe you get 25% less pay-per-view buys, but you're spending 3 times more money on the card. You know what I mean? And you're doing this shit every month versus once every 3 months doing a big event with a crazy big budget and shit. It just seems like it's not like they're gonna stop doing those big events, but this allows for them to, in between those big events, go fucking boom, 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 and be providing content for the people who are willing to pay for it.
And like you said before, like this is like run by the people that really should be running the event. You know, I mean, I know Kyle pretty much helps run all the King of the Dot event stuff, anyways.
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
it's the
but I
same.
mean,
It's
but
the
it-
same team. You know
but
what I mean?
you know, but in a smaller scale, that can be just up, you know, set up and done, and then broken down probably, and then the next month set up and done. So it's like they can start doing all the things that they really want to do, which get lost in the muck of everything that happens for a giant.
Yeah,
event, you know what I mean?
100%. And like, I mean, like, also, it's going to be like their home base.
Yeah.
So it would be like if, you know, you can only imagine how the King of the Dot events would be if they used the same venue every time and they fucking lived there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or they kept their equipment there. Like, it would be infinitely easier to build on it and make it a better thing. So you figure this bunker shit is just going to get better and better and better event to event.
I hope we get like a ball pit or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
foosball.
I want
table.
a mini ramp
The big, like,
and a
foam
Street
pit.
Fighter arcade,
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
then
Marvel
it's a
Capcom.
fucking Ninja Turtle layer, and we're
Yeah.
the
Starting
Foot
the
Clan.
Foot.
We're the Foot Clan.
No, nobody wants a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine in there.
Caustic will just be whooping people up on the Street Fighter 2 arcade. I'll be murking everybody up on games of Skate on the mini ramp, and then battles. You know, we could do that too. All right, all right.
Dirtbag Dan will battle you in the audience during somebody else's battle.
I'll fight children, bro.
His spit on you.
Fucking fight children.
Fight children.
Before we go to this crazy satire interview that I did where we just talked about hallucinogenics and their effect on the mind and eternity and such.
That sounds like something Sahtyre would talk about.
Dude, it was such a great. It's probably one of the best interviews we've ever done on the show.
Sick.
It's great. Let's talk about fucking UFC 196, but mainly
Man.
Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz, because we didn't talk
Yeah.
about it leading up to it. People get mad when we talk about MMA, but we all watched this fucking fight.
What a heartbreaking thing.
Was it heartbreaking
Slowly
for you?
became. I don't know.
No.
It's just,
It was fucking magical. And I was in a room full of people that were like, oh, man, Conor. I was like, dude, where the fuck are y'all from, dude?
Right.
Fucking NorCal winning out here right
Yeah.
now. Oh, 209 in this bitch. Like, it was pretty epic.
Yeah, it was a hell
Yeah.
of a fight.
No, I mean, it was.
yeah.
And I kind of thought it was really cocky of Conor to try to move up in weight classes and take on every champ that he can. But at the same time, like, you see the post fight shit where he goes to the club and he's chilling, he's having a good time. He doesn't really look like he's dazed by it. I mean, I think the question is really, is it something that he approached knowing that if he lost, it doesn't really fucking matter because he's stepping way out of his league and trying to take on
Yeah, he
bigger
didn't lose his
opponents?
belt or anything. So.
Yeah, well, he didn't lose anything, but do you feel like he walked away feeling like he lost, or do you feel like he walked away
Well, yeah,
just
I
testing
mean,
his limit?
I'll tell you what he
seemed
lost.
defeated in post interviews.
I'll tell you what he lost. He lost the right to fucking call the shots and jump around in the weight classes.
Yep.
He can't do that shit anymore. RDS or fucking Rafael Dos Anjos is not even fucking looking at him. No, I don't have to fucking fight you. You lost to the number 5
Yeah.
in that division. You don't get to fight the fucking belt holder now. So you got and dude, if he won that fight, he could have called out Robbie Lawler because they fought at fucking 170. So he could have made an argument to be like, well, I'll be the fucking champ of the, you know what I mean? A fucking welterweight champ. No, go back down to 145. That's why we have fucking weight classes. And if you look at these guys, they both walk around 180, you know, but Nate cuts to 155 and Conor cuts to 145. And Conor is used to fighting guys that don't have the reach that he does. And that played a factor. But more than anything, I think he
Nate got fucking dinged up, man.
Totally
And
did,
if
right?
If that fight would have gone on, he probably would have fucking got TKO'd.
well,
after a
no,
while.
well, that's
He
you
was
can't
bloody
fucking
as
say
shit.
that. You can't say
Yeah,
that
but his
because
eye
he
was
didn't
fucking
go on
wide
because
open.
that fool got knocked the fuck. He got hit so hard. Fucking Conor got punched so hard that he turned into a fucking wrestler and shot. He shot on Nate Diaz, a fucking Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt who ran through him like fucking fire through
Yeah,
bushes,
I don't know
as
about
Joe
all
Rogan
that
put it.
shit.
He did. He fucking
Yeah.
Let's
he,
know Nate's eye was fucked up.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but, I
Conor
mean,
is used to fighting guys at 145.
Busting somebody's
so
eye
when he
open
hits
who's a
fucking-
fighter in that spot's not that it's all scar tissue and really fucking easily splits anyways. So if you get that shit gets split in practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so-
he has 30 professional fights. His brother actually had surgeries to have that scar tissue removed because he used to get cut so much in fights. But more like, it's not like those punches didn't do damage. Those punches did hella damage, but they didn't finish Nate because Nate's a fucking 30-fight vet who, as he puts it, fights grown-ass men. Conor is a guy who is used to fighting way bigger than his weight class at 145, and when he punches someone who's 145, when he punches Chad Mendes like that, when he punches Jose Aldo like that, they go out. You know what I mean? But you punch Nate Diaz like that, no, he's been punched by bigger motherfuckers than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He'll
So
still
he
be
didn't go out,
standing
and Conor expended too much energy in the process of trying to put Nate out in those punches. And more than anything, he's just fighting with way more weight on him. He definitely didn't lose any power, but he lost speed for sure.
He was slower. He was.
Yeah.
But dude, Nate was in Cancun 12 days before the fucking fight. That fool came in on a week's notice, and he's in that kind of shape, right? And he trains like that.
And you
but
can
still.
see too, like you watch it in the fight, like they're clearly, their size is definitely playing a factor in the fight. You know, all around. Like Nate can just get away from shit quicker. You know, and
he's slower. Nate's super slow in the first round.
Yeah.
Like he's like. He's getting his rhythm basically. Like instead of having all that months and months of sparring, he's like getting it all in a fucking round of getting punched in the face, you know? Yeah. And dude, Conor, don't get me wrong, Conor McGregor is the shit, but you shouldn't be able to fight at multiple weight classes. Yeah. I don't know who's beating him at 145. I don't know. And when he sweeps out that division, I'd like to see him try to make that jump again and have it not be on a week's notice and not be at 170 pounds. And, you know, hopefully it's against Nate Diaz because he fucking gets his shot against the number one because he put out Conor, who's like a mythical fucking creature in the UFC.
Yeah. That was the big thing is Conor proving that he's not like the golden child. You know what I'm saying?
And he needs to go back and work on his ground game for sure.
Well, yeah. I think
you need to not give up your back.
He just fucking
panicked.
dude the whole shit. He shot, and right when he shot, he had his neck was done because it was all the way in a guillotine and no arm in, and then he's fucking bloody, so he just fucking shifted right over. He fucking side control, elbow, just got on top. Punch, turned over, one punch, put the arm in, choke. It was just like, it was so fucking fast. Like, doom, like.
I got to give it up to
real
the fool.
If you think about it too, it's a good time in Conor's career to be
take the L
humbled.
too. Yeah.
Because you see that with a lot of great fighters, a great anything. You know what I mean? Like they know they're the shit, they are the shit, they prove it, and then they put themselves out on a limb. They get humbled, they go back to the drawing board, and then they come back as a totally recreated fighter or whatever they do.
I fully believe what Nate said about Conor. Like he's like in his own ass with his training, so he only trains with like his friend, and he fucking I can't remember what he said. He's like, you're playing grab ass with your ponytail buddy in the park or something like that. It's super funny, but
Right.
but basically is like that shit's cool, but he needs to like. That fool he would benefit so much from fucking, you know, working on his ground game with the best in the world and working on his wrestling and the places that he maybe is lacking. And you see a lot of fighters do that. You see a lot of fighters start, they work with only their own camp, and then they take that first loss, and then they're like, maybe I'll go fucking see what this dude's talking about. You know what I mean? And like, hopefully Conor McGregor does that, because I think that he's definitely like, he's on some like Bruce Lee shit. He's a next level fucking fighter. I thought that might even carry him through the fight against a bigger fighter at 170 pounds, but not enough to not put money on that shit, son. So shouts out to fucking Nate Diaz.
Here's a good question.
This dab's for you. You're fucking awesome.
Do you guys think that we're still going to see the same Conor McGregor that we've seen in the past, the same shit talking, snatching your belt off the table, Conor McGregor?
Yeah. I don't think that.
Probably.
I don't think.
Yeah.
See,
that's how he sells the fights.
Yeah, and the other thing is that
know?
other way that Nate was like edging him in that fight was he never fell into the head games and shit. Like he's not. He's the Diaz brothers are immune to fucking head games. They just go, fuck you. You're on steroids.
They're just like, no, fool.
Fuck you. He's like, what is that?
No, because I'm from Stockton, fool.
He's like, you're on steroids. And he's like, dude, you don't fucking say I'm on steroids. He's like, what about this? What about that? And he's like, you're on steroids. I love that shit. All right, hey, let's talk about some super trippy shit. Not with these idiots, but with Sahtyre. My boy just got off the motherfucking Sus tour with Reverie and Chase Moore. He came by the studio the other day, sat down with me. We talked a little bit about battle rap, but mostly about hallucinogenic drugs. Check it out. Cheer! What's good, motherfuckers? Dirtbag Dan Show. Special guest in the studio for episode 80. We have Sahtyre, ladies and
Did you
gentlemen.
say chia?
Chia?
Like
Chia,
I say
like a chia pet?
Chia pet, exactly. Grass, weed.
Is that like the fucking slang to break it down?
Got it.
Chia.
We're on the roll already. We got it.
All right, so I say chia, just like instead of yeah. It's
chia.
just like a CHEA kind of thing. That's how I write it in text messages.
I put the Y in between the CH and the EA.
I'm fucking stupid about how I text. Like I try to be like all modern and shit, but I won't. I've never written LOL in my life. I just say HA, which takes way longer. It's stupid. Why do I do that?
I do HA when it's people that I actually like care about. LOL is like if they're white.
I'm like go through my text messages right now. I'm like, oh, LOL. Okay, Sahtyre. Half of them are LOL, and then the other half are JK. It's appropriate. Shit, you just came off a fucking tour. Was it was it an acronym? Was it SUS tour or was it the SUS tour?
Both.
I like it. I like the SUS tour. I think that's fucking a dope name of the tour.
You know, LA is very sus. That's pretty much, I guess, that's the extent.
There you go. That's a great name for a tour. So it was you,
Reverie.
Chase, and Reverie.
Yeah, man. Chase Moore, he was DJing, playing beats for all of us.
Yeah.
Me and Rev, you know, we were all just like chilling, taking acid, and like playing rap shells. It was tight.
You're like me, bro. If I go on tour, I'm taking acid a few times, mushrooms, like wherever we land.
Not? Yeah.
Because so you have like the great, like for me, it's like I do the dab songs. So then when I show up to places, people are like, "Oh, I got a rig in the car. I'm gonna take a dab." For you put out an album called LSD, and then you show motherfuckers like, you got sheets, homie."
Yeah, hey, for real. Hey, shout out to Patience in what was that in Missouri? That was in somewhere in Missouri.
Shouts out to Patience. It was obviously a life-changing experience right there.
Hey, on the real, I had a straight ego death, like completely like disregarding reality as you know it type of experience off of this fucking sheet of acid that she so beautifully and kindly gifted us, and it changed my entire life that night. No bullshit.
Yeah, man. That's what acid is supposed to do. Like I hate that people they get the wrong idea about it. Or at least like for me, it's not like acid isn't a party drug. It's like you have to want or know at least that there's a great possibility that your mind is going to change about something. You know what I mean?
And I feel like you have to anticipate that. And, you know, wow, I've definitely taken it in a recreational setting.
No, for sure.
But that's not my typical, like, course of action when it comes to that. Like she gave us all this set. I ate a little bit before my set. We played the set, you know, hi and bye, sold some merch, and then we went directly to the after party for 10 minutes and went straight to the hotel room because I ate more than I've ever taken in one dose, and I started fucking tripping.
Like the sky opened and fucking
and everything. You know, sometimes you have the normal trip is like everything is still what it is, but it's like modified or melting. No. It was everything completely changed.
Yes,
into other shit, and I had never really experienced it on that level before. Where I was like, "Yo, where am I?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was really crazy. It was beautiful though, but we had to leave out the after party and go to the hotel.
That's like almost DMT-ish. I feel like DMT is, and then salvia too, but salvia is not fun. It's just like but it's probably the most powerful hallucinogen of all. Because for 30 seconds, you're fucking gone. You're not on Earth. You're just fucking, you're in a fucking vortex of violent hallucination. But then like DMT is like the same way as far as like, you're not like, you're not a person sitting on a couch. You know, like
no,
you are the couch. You are the air.
Exactly.
You just completely everything and nothing and whatever. That kind of fucking, that shit's epic, right? But it's scary, and you have to have that thought where you're like, oh God, like, am I breathing? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. With DMT, it's like, naturally, the moment you have that thought, like something washes over you. That's just like, no, it's good.
Yeah.
No, it's
Exactly.
cool. But I've definitely been there with acid before. I think like that's like, unless you take a lot of acid, which I haven't done in a long time, that's like something that you really usually only experience like the first time you take acid. And then you're just like, the sky opens up and fucking something crazy happens. And then you realize you're like, oh shit, I just lost like a fucking hour of my life right now staring at a movie in the clouds. But it's been a long time since I had an experience.
It was
like
on
that.
some shit like that. And you know, like, what I actually learned afterwards is you're not typically supposed to smoke hella weed while you're peaking on acid. Because of the psychoactive chemicals and the way that you can have a tendency to react to weed. If you're really in the peak of I took like 5 tabs.
So it'll like are you saying like it'll decrease your?
No, it completely projects you to an entirely other type of acid trip.
Oh wow.
Where you start getting into like, have you heard of like time loops?
Yeah.
That shit is not the business.
No, yeah.
That shit
No, that's
is
like
the
okay. So like a
creepiest
real
shit possible.
simple example of that is when, and this has probably happened to anybody who's done any kind of hallucinogens, where you and your buddy are like, let's pack a bowl. And then you're like, okay. And then you're like, 20 minutes later, you're like, let's pack a bowl. We haven't packed that bowl yet. And you just keep in this fucking cycle over and over. And you're like, and the third time you're like, oh God, dude, we got to pack the bowl. We have to pack the bowl now, you know? Yeah, that shit, that's not fun.
I'm talking about on this on an extreme level, like.
Yeah, that's like the mellow fucking one hit of acid party level.
So, so we went outside. It was
Groundhog's Day is
me,
the 5
Chase,
hit acid.
Me, Chase, and Rev. We went outside. I was like peaking, like crazy, like receiving fucking super like extra astral plane type of communications from
On that microphone.
some type of just entity. I was just like really receiving like these crazy vibes and energies, and we were smoking this wood, smoked a fat ass wood, and we're going inside. And now, so from here on, this is a mixture of what I experienced and what they told me was actually happening after the fact.
Okay.
So I'm walking in, and the entire room. This is like the fucking Quality Inn or some
Yeah.
motel. Everything is fucking pink. Everything is pink as fuck. And Chase and Reverie are walking into the room, and I'm walking, and as I'm walking, remnants of my shoes and my feet and just my being are being left in every trace of step and time, not just physically on the ground, but like in the air.
Like when
too.
you take one of those
Like,
pictures where you're like, doom, 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 doom,
yeah,
doom, and your
but
arm is still there, like,
and it kind of hurt. I could feel it being left, and I was just like, yo, this is fucking trippy. You know what I mean? Like, this shit feels hella weird. I don't like it. And the next thing I know, I look at Reverie, and she's at the door. So, all right, so this is from our perspective. She's reaching inside of her jacket and her pockets and swiping the key at the door. And with every motion she makes, she's doing the same thing. She's like leaving like a piece of her on shit, on her jacket. Like I see her hand like smearing across her jacket.
Yeah. Like more than trails.
Yeah,
like
like
fucking,
more than
it's
trails,
still
like
there.
smearing,
Yeah.
paint, like a paint.
Wow,
Like she was made of clay. You know? So I start getting fucking scared as fuck. Like imagine seeing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm just looking at it like I start to almost cry because I'm like,
And you've gone to
you
passed the
Yeah.
point where you can like rationalize
exactly.
that you
I'm
took a bunch of
way
acid.
beyond
Okay,
that.
yeah.
This is like real.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this happen, and then lo and behold, the exact 15 seconds that just occurred, just straight replayed. Yo,
Like some like frightening fucking Groundhog's loop of like, I don't
did
like
it like
this.
10 times in a complete fucking row, and I thought instantly like my brain is fried, like I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it. Because I saw the same exact terrifying event happen 10 times consecutively.
And you're like watching yourself watch the event at this point. So you're like,
Yes,
oh no, I'm stuck.
Exactly. And bro. And then finally she found the key and opened the door, and I was released from that. And I was like, yo, I was like, this, whatever level I'm on right now, is gonna get crazier and crazier as the night goes on. And it did, bro. It was very crazy. It was both the most beautiful and the most terrifying experience of my entire life. I that's the best way I could explain.
That's great, man, because I have a hard time. Like, I've never had a bad trip, and I've done a lot of mushrooms. I've taken a lot of acid. Most people have bad trips on mushrooms and not on acid because mushrooms tend to have like a more emotional component.
I agree.
And I think that's because they come from the earth. You know what I mean? So there's supposed to be like some weight that comes with that. Acid was made by people fucking to fuck you up. Let's get your brain going.
Exactly.
So it's not, it's supposed to make you just be like, yeah, and have a good time. But mushrooms are like, God made that. And there's some emotional weight that comes with that shit. I think the same thing goes with DMT. But it's not like it's not long enough to have a bad trip, and you're not even like cognizant.
You can't
enough.
have a bad trip because I feel like you're so completely overwhelmed with this beauty and this oneness that you're experiencing that by the time you fucking realize what's happening, you're
back.
already
Yeah, you're
exactly.
back. The moment
That's
you're
why
like,
it's tight.
oh, I'm a person, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I'm
Bro,
a person. I'm
all
sitting
I
on the
said
couch.
was wow. I probably said it 50 times
just going,
over the course of that
wow.
10 minutes. Just
Wow.
wow. Like that. I said that at least 50 times, and then by the time I realized, like, wait, what the fuck is happening? I was like, oh, I'm here.
Dude, so I wasn't like, I didn't talk, but I was like, am I breathing? And then I could hear myself breathe, and then I went, and then I heard that, like into fucking eternity, just fucking blah blah blah.
Eternal
Like
delay.
what?
Like this shit, yeah.
Oh my fucking.
That's hilarious, though. Nah, I feel you. So, but you know what? And so here's what really tripped me out. At certain points in that acid trip, Chase and Rev told me I was outside just standing under the fucking street lamp, like in a straight fucking power pose with my limbs out, just absorbing energy. and what I remember seeing was the exact same type of geometry and figure and wormhole type of scenario that you see on DMT.
Okay, yeah.
And that tripped me out because this is a whole different type of psychedelic,
but
it was a very similar experience in that respect. And that let me know that shit is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, a lot of the shit with a thing about the DMT thing that's so amazing is how many experiences are shared, right? And that's not the case with acid. You see whatever the fuck you're gonna see. So for you to kind of tap into that, like the life force or whatever, and see
the same type of yeah. You know what? And this is on some. I feel like I at certain points I was viewing or connecting with the Akashic record. Like I felt like I was seeing everything at points in that trip. I felt like I was experiencing the universe at its birth and at its death, and it was so crazy because you go online and read of people's super like ego death type of acid trips, and they're reporting the same type of shit. And it just trips you out because it seems so unique and so like, fucking profound, which it still is. But then you realize that other people have had very similar accounts, and you're like, so this shit is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, that's not
I didn't
like
make it up.
Yeah,
like it's a real
that shit's
thing.
in the world.
Yeah,
and as long as that shit's been around, like you could be having the same fucking vision as a fucking cave person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like who accidentally fucking found some mushrooms and was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And like and you're seeing the same figures and geometry fucking 1,000 years in the fucking future.
It's wild.
Yeah, no. That to me, like I have a theory about DMT and death and like heaven and
same.
Basically it's like that the DMT is supposed to flood your brain as you die or whatever.
Does.
So
it also makes you dream
yeah
every night.
So dreams, right? Like you have a dream where like you wake up and it's fucking 6:30 and you hit your snooze and then you fucking fall back to sleep and you have a dream that seems like it's
12
fucking
hours.
12 hours long and you wake up and it's 6:35. You know what I mean? Your fucking snooze button goes off again. So time in that space is fucking
and
whatever,
and
right?
Do you know that to add to that, those most dreams require 0.002 ounces of dimethyltryptamine to make that happen.
Just that thing that happens to
And
you
it's
every
only
fucking
2
day.
seconds in Earth time.
Yeah. Which is like,
Are you kidding me?
and that's
Right?
so those seconds are like that could be an eternity. So check it out. Like you could live a fucking 1,000 lifespans in the 5 minutes that your fucking brain is still firing synapses after your fucking body dies. You could live 3 fucking million lifetimes.
Thank you for saying this. No, because this is literally the exact same shit I believe. In the time you put a gun in your head and blow your brain out before your body even hits the ground, you could have lived infinite more time than we've ever even come close to.
And then to me, it's like heaven and hell is how
you perceive.
happy you are with what you like, the imprint you made on the world, because essentially like all those people you crossed or all those people you helped and all the people you love or all the people you hate, they're all gonna be that's a part of your conscious. Yeah, they're in your fucking head.
Exactly.
You have a narrative for how you interact with them, you know what I mean? They're gonna be in your eternity. So if you're a fucking asshole, you're gonna fucking be surrounded by all the people who think you're an asshole in eternity, and your fucking life is gonna suck
like that
forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then what's really fucked up is fucking this whole Dirtbag Dan thing just some fucking, DMT fucking spasm while a bullet is passing from one side of my head to the other side before I fucking hit the ground as some fucking other asshole a fucking 1,000 years in the past or 1,000,000 years in the future. Like, who fucking knows?
Exactly.
But really, hey, who cares either? It's fucking either way. You have to be a good person because you're stuck with whoever the fuck you are
right now
forever. like whoever, and that's why these drugs are here to fucking change you and make you. It's like a mirror. It's like a fucking cosmic mirror in front of you. It's like, yo.
I think that's such a beautiful way to put it because I agree. One of the I think most prominent feelings that I gained from that experience was the selflessness and the detachment from self. And there were certain points in that experience where I would be talking to Chase, and I'd be asking him like, "Yo, like, am I okay? You know what I mean? Like, am I good? It's gonna be straight?" And then in the same instant, I would be looking at myself from his perspective, like literally. And you know what I mean? And I'll just be like, wait, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I?
Because
am I everywhere?
You're asking yourself that question anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You're asking a question
asking
that
him
only...
is asking me.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then just to see it almost like in a physical manner was just like, that's just further, confirmation that we're just vibrations and it's interchangeable.
It's crazy. Like, I feel like that kind of like that kind of enlightenment, or the kind of enlightenment that comes from that shit would have a positive effect on anybody. But there's also like it takes a mind that doesn't mind like losing a little bit of control. If you're someone who needs control,
that's not gonna be good.
Or if you need to feel like you're fucking a special individual, you know what I mean? Because those kind of like you fucking cosmic shared experiences with, I'm just like every other motherfucker on the planet Earth. I fucking matter fucking minute, nothing, not at all.
Like everything.
Yeah, but
which is at the same time completely matters in every aspect. So it's just
that's such
paradox,
to me that's so calming. But I could see that
yeah.
being so fucking, because to me that takes the pressure off of everything. You know what I mean? Like life, who fucking cares? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like I will, like my cosmic imprint is fucking minute. You know what I mean? And like it's whatever. like I said, be a good person because that's who you're stuck with. But it takes the pressure off of like, I'm supposed to make a difference and be this big fucking person that people know, because it doesn't matter. You can fucking be the biggest fucking shit on planet Earth, and at some point in time, inevitably, nobody's gonna give a fuck about you. Like it does not matter, and that right there is fucking earth shattering to some people. You know what I mean? Yeah. To me, it's like, oh fuck, we cool. Like that means we can get high right now.
Even dying, like on some this is emo shit, but like my pops died. Like I didn't grow up with my biological dad. He died when I was like 18. I'm 28 now. That's a decade ago, and I still think about him damn near every day. Yeah. But like at the time that he died, and I fucking seen the person whose nuts I fucking was bred from. I seen him dead and like lifeless and not him and just his shell, and I was like, oh shit, like we're gonna die.
That's gonna happen to me no matter what. No matter what, that's gonna happen to me.
Like no matter what the fuck happens at all.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, good or bad or otherwise, or any little or humongous amount that I help or hurt the world, I'm gonna be just like that.
Doesn't fucking matter.
And that's fucking tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's actually kind of tight because, like you said, it's just all the pressure's gone. It's like, look, man, of course, be good because that's who you got to live with. But hey, man, don't be too hard on yourself because guess what? You're not shit anyway.
And you're going to end up like that.
You're going to end up just
no matter
like
what.
That.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's cool,
Yo, dopest. I don't get to talk like this with anyone on the show. The other guys, they suck, dude.
Awesome. I love that.
Like we get to, yeah, and that's the other cool thing about being like like having hallucinogens attached to your moniker or like your rap existence is that you're like an enlightened person. You come across like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't think like that about a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? Like a lot of rappers are highly unenlightened, and a lot of them will go, like they're down to get fucked up too, but they're just oh shit the whole time. There's no profound thinking happening. It's like I can't feel anything right now.
And to each his own. This is to me, it's always been like that. Like the first time I ever took mushrooms, I was 18 and I fucking took a quarter of mushrooms.
Woo!
I used to sell them hella. Never had did them. Just was making money. And then one day into the bag, hella fucking residue, few caps, few stems. We ate the caps and stems, and then we just put the rest of the residue in a fucking big ass chocolate smoothie. And just pound it.
Wow, that's you never know with like the spores and shit. You never know.
If I wouldn't do that now.
No, because you never know. I mean, like you never know how much you're getting.
I never did it before. It was okay. I'll be hesitant to do that now, but I did that, and I used to have that fucking Jimi Hendrix poster with him and all the fucking millions of fucking arms.
On yeah.
And nigga, I must have just stared at that shit for 2 hours straight and just didn't understand how the fucking poster was in 3D and how the shit was moving so beautifully, like on the wall. And I was like, wait, like, this is the real world.
Yeah.
Like, this is, you start thinking like that. I'm like, wait, this is actually what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not a fucking.
We filter it to make it what we see on the everyday basis.
Well, it's like that whole like I get if you could use all of your fucking brain, then you could just be like, dragon, come out of the wall.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Dude, when I take acid or eat mushrooms, there'll be a period where I'm like, like trying to like Hazam like move fucking shit, and I could do it too, but it's not like
low key.
It's like some It's like some like super cheesy superpower where I could just like move all the fuzzy balls to one side of the room and then move them all to the other. I'm like, I'm controlling the cottage cheese on the ceiling. Fucking.
That shit'll work though. Low
yeah,
key,
bro, it will. Especially anything that's contour, right?
I was about to say like the carpet.
Bro.
You can make the carpet say whatever
casino
you want it to say.
carpets will just crawl up onto the fucking walls of the casino. That's why when you watch Fear and Loathing, you're like, oh yeah, that shit, that's real.
Like, exactly. Like I've seen that shit Definitely.
The carpet just. Yeah, I fucking the first time I ate mushrooms, no shit. Skylar was with me, and I was tripping, and we were watching Animal Planet at one point, and these fucking rams were going bah, and they're hitting heads, and sparks would every time they hear it, the sparks would go out of the TV and all over the walls or whatever. Boom, and I was like, whoa, it was like a fucking, I could feel it in my heart when boom, and and I was like, yo, these animals are beautiful. I was like, I'm not gonna eat animals anymore. And I fucking no shit, dude. No shit. I didn't eat meat for like 3 years after that. No shit. It fucked me up, bro. I lived off like French fries and fucking like vegetables and shit for 3 years. A lot of beans and rice. And I was doing it wrong, like no protein shakes. And I to the point where like I was like unhealthy, and my mom took me to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you fucking can't just eat beans and rice and you can't just eat bean and rice burritos and fucking French fries. You're a growing boy." And then they got me back on fucking chicken and now I'm like, this animal's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. I have like this real like apathetic view towards the whole shit too that I think comes with that. Like it's like part of that like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like it's because I have like a lot of respect for fucking Mother Nature and shit, but I'm also like, and I don't like litter and shit like that, but I'm also like not gonna stop living the way every other motherfucker on the planet Earth. Like I try to drive a low emission car, motherfucker smog, but I'm not like, you know, with the fucking Prius and fucking that runs on vegetable oil or you know, like a car that runs on fucking French fry oil and shit like that. I'm not like a full blown hippie and shit because I don't care because we already fucked all this shit up. But it is. I don't think like we can't. I don't think we could completely fuck it off. Like it'll fuck us off before we fuck it off. But I mean,
I agree with that.
It's not like your like Whole Foodsness, which is a shitty way to even be like a fucking like a part contributing. It's not like people like every Prius driver in the world is gonna make it so we live longer or anything like that. Like we're all fucked anyways.
And like at the same time, like humans are just adaptable as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like we kind of have to give us something else to conquer because like
our own fucking filth, bro.
Yeah, because it's like, look, my nigga, do you really think niggas are just gonna just die because the fucking ozone is depleted or the atmosphere is polluted? Like, you think we won't just think of some shit? Like,
we'll just be underground mole people.
or we'll just be like, look, when you're born, here's your lung implants.
Yep.
We got you. It's biological at this point. Stem cells. We're going to make your shit be able to breathe methane. Don't trip. We're humans. As crazy as that sounds, that's just the type of shit we would do. We're not going to just die. Like, that's stupid. You know what I'm
On
saying?
into eternity. We're like a fucking
exactly.
magical plague that's going to fucking spread throughout the universe
It
and fuck
is.
shit up.
It's no different from a bacteria on a fucking piece of moldy bread. Like, niggas are not going to just die because something changed. Like, we're gonna just
I often think
figure
that
it out.
when
like,
we do run into aliens, it'll be like
We
just
are aliens.
future versions of like us. They're like, oh shit, we haven't fucked this place up yet. Score, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or we're gonna be the aliens that land on some other place, and they're gonna be like, oh, like fucking the Native Americans, and we're gonna be like, yeah, this place is tight. You have alcohol and tobacco. We're burning this shit to the ground, bro. And then like after we do that to like 5 planets, we are legit super villains, and like we even dress the part. You know what I mean? Like there's a dark star that rolls with us. It's just fucking, oh, hey, bro.
I feel like we're getting there.
Yeah, it's that. Hey, I'm
headed
with
there.
it, bro. And I will, and I hope that they take acid or smoke DMT in
And
like their fucked up future.
I think we're alien hybrids anyway. So I already
Like
think
on
we're
some like
following-
fucking L. Ron Hubbard alien or
Not-
Ninja in the cupboard shit.
like not
Ninja
not,
in the
not
cupboard.
like that shit, but just more some Eric Von Daniken, ancient astronaut theorist type of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Like the fact that
hybrid aliens.
they
you
think
know?
that the pyramids were built fucking like like there was an extinction process that went in between the pyramids that were built. Like they say everything was built in one time period, but they're saying that like they built one set of pyramids and then there was an extinction event and then they built another set of periods, and like at some point we could have been like fucking.
I believe our DNA was tampered with
Wow, how else could we be
tapper,
so
but-
fucking fantastic?
and stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
We're monkeys. We're monkeys with an ancient, million-year-old civilization type of mentality as far as technology and all of that is concerned.
Yeah, we got like
still
this
have
crazy
primitive,
code in our head and shit that
that
like
we don't even know.
I think it's and we like what's crazy is that like every animal or every other fucking creature on the earth has like a direct connection to the planet, and we fully like
Have superseded that shit.
no, we're like fuck, we're
that. Yeah,
concrete
like,
over that
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
I need to
Like,
walk
no,
on something. Like I gotta
no,
drive a
fuck
car on
this,
this.
yeah.
I'm not trying to feel this grass right now. You know what I mean?
At this point, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck time. I want to travel in it. Like
Yeah.
that's
I don't
just how we
see-
think. We're like Mars. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Fuck Mars. Wormholes. Where are they at? Like that's humans, and I think all of that is part of our genetic engineering from a past race that helped jumpstart or helped manipulate our initial DNA. From Homo erectus on, and I think that's why we have that nature in us to just explore. Like, motherfucker, we don't even know what's in the ocean here.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
And like 80% of it, we have no idea. What's
I think
in
it's
it.
even more low key. I think it's more like 90.
Yeah. It's because we can only go so far
We can't
deep.
go anywhere before. Yeah,
Because
our
like
technology sucks.
pressure will fucking crush us and shit. But you can go fucking forever in space and shit, and ground control the Major Tom style.
Yeah,
and
but you
just, like,
can't
float.
fucking go underwater.
No.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's
like,
weird.
Think of that shit.
That's
Like,
weird, bro.
That shit's underwater is more foreign than fucking our solar system to us.
We should
Let's go underwater,
issue hits of acid with this episode.
please.
this is the fucking spiritual growth episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show. But let's fucking ruin all that and talk about
Tight.
the only thing that most of these dickheads care about.
Tight.
Fucking battle rap satire.
Hey, battle.
Live post. Oh, dude, what did I do? Did I kick the live session over to the thing?
battles. That's my favorite thing to talk about.
Oh, look, I moved it halfway. There we go. Oh, it's back. Yeah, man. You got out of the game quick. But you fucking stayed active. You put out an album in 2010. You put out an album in 2013. Put out an album in 2015. So you never took fucking any time off. You were doing shit
really.
the whole time.
Pretty much.
When you walked away, what was like the decisive reason?
Because
Because I'm out now. You know that, right? I'm fucking retired Dan. So.
finally, God
Yeah,
damn.
man. Too long, bro. I stayed in way too long.
Hey, but you're low key kind of gassing niggas like.
I have fun, man. I have fun. All I wanted to do, being like, I think it's being like a white guy predominantly. You feel like that you have to prove that you can rap. You know what I mean? So like I like every white rapper, their core motive is just to prove that we could do it, right? So like I feel like I achieved that goal, and that to me was
I
like.
think you did definitely for sure.
But it's also like I felt like I was talking to Dumbfounded about this. Like there was a time when I did a battle in the Philippines. Shit got like 2 million views. We dropped a mixtape with it, and
Yeah.
it got 100,000 downloads. You know what I mean? Like I
That's
should have quit
ridiculous.
right there. I should have quit right there. I should have just fucking went into the studio and just fucking worked on albums, and then I could have fucking maybe came back like now and then been like,
Yeah.
doing like on some main event shit. But I stuck around because, bro, I was having fun, and
That
I
shit
just
is
and I
fun.
lost sight of. Eventually, it's like diminishing returns, though. Same thing with fighting. I assume it's like as much as you live for it, as fun as it is. You stop getting. It's like fucking shooting heroin, right? It's like the first time you're up here, and then the second time you're up here, and the third time you're up here,
Yeah.
and then now you can't even get to like the line anymore where you feel good. And it's just so with battling, it's like I had a really great last battle, and I was really looking for that, and I don't really see how I'm gonna match that again, right?
Exactly.
So unless I take a big break and then maybe come back later to something that's bigger, that's the only way. Every battle I do from now on, mostly because I don't have the fucking determination that I'm gonna be fucking 32, 33 telling a fucking 25-year-old he ain't as dope as me. That's not that cool. You know, you don't want to be that guy. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like there's people that do that now super effectively. That's not in my character. I feel really good working on the back end of it. But like I said, what for you was like the thing where you were like, I'm fucking done with this shit?
I just feel like everybody started, riding these like particular waves and just it sounded the same for years and years now. Like to this day, there's only like a very like small select few like homies that if they have a battle, I'll like take an effort to listen to because that shit. I mean, you know, even while I was battling, I wasn't a big fan of battle rapping.
Yeah.
I wasn't the person to like just watch all the fucking battles and see like, oh my God, who's my opponent battling? You know? Like, no, I just, you know, watch a battle, be like, how's that nigga look? What does he sound like?
Yeah,
all right, tight. Fuck
That's
it,
good.
I'm gonna go. Just because I just didn't. I don't know. It was always like to me. We grew up like just doing that shit as a joke and like as fun and like a way to prove yourself too. But it was never like this written like research based type.
Oh,
of
it turned
medium.
into some
And
other
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like even from the beginning for us, dude, when me and Dumb like went to the first World Rap Championships, like we didn't write shit. We didn't even think of doing that.
No, because we were all the West Coast guys really had like,
funny,
except for the ones that had already like made trips to New York and shit. All the West Coast guys were like freestyle battle. You show up and you fucking think of the bars there. You know what I mean? You don't fucking come with shit in mind. And that shit, even that started to change.
But we just didn't think of it like that. Like, nigga, $50,000 on the line. You might want to fucking be smart and like do it. But
prepare for this.
we're fucking, 17, 18-year-old kids. We didn't even think of it like that. We're just like, oh, battles, tight.
Yeah.
We do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
And then we get there and niggas like are like really prepared and like really doing crazy shit. And we're like, maybe we should have thought of some shit before. Like, And
No,
so,
I think that that like changed right at that period. Like after the WR season, before Grind Time started, I started to see like the last Scribble Jam prelims and shit like that.
Yeah.
People were coming a little prepared, like full started, and they
man.
knew because
It
they knew
was
Thesaurus was going to be there,
lit,
or they knew Madness was going to be there, so they might have had that like in the pocket
Exactly.
bars. And then by the time the Grind Time shit happened, really, it was funny too because we were talking about this with Reverse Live. The first West Coast Grind Time event happened like a month after the last Scribble Jam prelim in the same venue.
Wow.
So all of those guys were there. We were all there together.
Oh,
and then we
shit.
were back in the same venue and we were like, oh, we can write now. Like, you know what I mean? So, and it was just, and honestly, for me, like, I was able to succeed in the written shit because it added this element of like, oh, I can work at it and then I feel like I wasn't as naturally talented as some of these other motherfuckers. But if I could spend time on the bars and spend time on the performance, then I could keep up with these dudes. And that's why I was able to have success in this and not in Scribble Jam or the WRCs. I was always a guy who would be in those freestyle battles, and I would take a few fools out, but I'd run into Thesaurus or I'd run into Passwords, I'd run into Ilmac, and they just had that natural thing that and dude, even like freestyle battles, I can't tell you how many like. And those are like the best freestyle dudes in the world on the West. If I would go to a house party, I'd kill every motherfucker there. If I go to like anything that wasn't like league, like real shit, like where people came from places, I would just murder everybody. But every once in a while, you'd run into like fucking, MC Trevor or like, you know what I mean? Like just some dude named fucking Jaquan who can just rap his ass off. And he beat everybody. Yeah. And that's the weird thing about the freestyle battles is that even to this day, like, the last Red Bull one they did, it was in 2012. It was like me, Johnny Storm, I think Marv one was in. There was a bunch of like really good big battle named PH was in it. We all lost to some random fucking kid who never put out an album in his life, never been in a battle. He was just some fucking,
He was dope.
But he was just dope, bro. He could just rap. And that's like that freestyle shit lent itself to just being dope versus like putting in the work, you know what I mean? But I think you were one of the people that definitely had an original style about the battle shit. And much like, I think SoulCon's another one where like people are like, oh man, that sucks that you quit. I mean, there's a lot of people that quit and nobody fucking cares about it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of rappers that stopped. No one's like, man, XT the Factor, bro. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, homie? You know what I mean? Like, they're like Detective Blacksmith. Like, why aren't you in this game? Shouts out. I love you, bro. But you know what I mean? Like you're one of the people that people I think even still to this day, you still get asked about it, right? People ask you about battle shit.
To this day, man. I mean, you know, like I think my last battle was I think Madness. You know what I'm saying? And like for one,
you battled all pretty big name people too. You battled of
Johnny,
Madness,
Mosh
Jelton,
you,
me.
when you hadn't lost to nobody.
Yeah, you gave me the first L, bro. It was good. I needed that shit too, and it was crazy because it was a good battle, and I lost.
Battle.
I didn't fucking fuck up and lost.
Battle,
You know what I mean? I did my best and still didn't win. You know what I mean? That's a good lesson to learn early in the game. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna run into dudes. They're gonna be better than you, or like you're in. You know, it's like all sorts of
any given day,
any given day
angle,
too.
You know.
Oh, it felt so good to lose to you and then come back and beat No Can at the airliner.
Yeah,
that's
that was
such
a crazy battle.
And that was another thing where it was like that natural, like his natural talent was winning, and then it came to OT, and I was like, oh, I worked harder, motherfucker. Time to take this home.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that battle. Me and him had like a great like trilogy of freestyle battles and written battles and all sorts of shit. It's cool. Like I'm glad I have that shit in my past.
That was such a dope battle too.
What was your favorite of all the battles you did?
Oh man, I think I'd probably have to say.
Which one was?
I think maybe the Johnny Storm battle.
There was that Grizzlemania.
That was at Battle of the Bay something.
Oh, Battle of the Bay. It was here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, those ones were so fucking dope.
That was a lot.
All the Metro, the original
Me
Battle
and Johnny,
days 1 through 5.
I think that went into overtime. I think.
Yeah. Well, Johnny
that's
is a fucking gamer to this day,
Johnny's a beast, man. I always like really fucked with his shit.
and he's one of those dudes that really has that like he'll beat you in the freestyle battle too. Shit, you know what I mean? Like
that's why I respect him because he's real, and like
we make fun of him a lot because his girlfriend is more popular of a battle rapper than he is.
Yeah. Get it how you live.
Get it how you live. I mean, which is like we make fun of him for having a real pretty girlfriend who's more popular than most of our friends. So
I feel like that's a good,
it's like it's
a
pretty good thing to get made fun of. Yeah. It's not,
fuck it.
We make fun of people for a lot worse shit around here.
I just like I don't think there's anybody that I wouldn't want to battle anybody that I know or care about, and I don't think there's anybody that
There's not like some up and coming kid that you want to.
Do you dislike enough? I don't know.
I find that like rappers are the biggest fans of battle rap, and mainly because like of the lyricism involved in that. Do you think that like your time as a battle rapper helped you to be a better songwriter?
Definitely not.
No?
Nah, I feel like it's such a completely different.
It is
realm,
different.
man.
It is different.
Like for me at least, battle rapping was always just about. It was almost like stand-up comedy and like showmanship, as opposed to rap.
Yeah, no, I see that. I see that for sure.
Where obviously, you have your cadences and your rhythms and your rhymes and whatnot, whatever. It is rapping, but I never really approached battles as writing a verse. You know what I'm saying? It was just more of a performance.
Yeah.
Art type of thing where it's like, I'm going to play toward the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like fucking battle that person. I don't give a fuck about that person. I'm gonna go make sure the crowd fucks with me.
Yeah. I always say that like writing a battle is about creating a moment or moments that people can like relive or whatever. They can watch on YouTube and they can relive that moment, but it's that moment. You know what I mean? Exactly. And like writing a song, you're trying to create like a feeling.
Moment
yeah,
forever.
something that you could just put on and I have a feeling. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It makes me feel a certain way and shit. Feeling is
I like that.
Isn't like it isn't attached to like a specific time period or anything.
It's just a feeling that
And in that way, it's way different. But for me, like the writing, the intention that came with writing in battles, and I think that honestly, like a lot of it came after you quit. Like the more. Like the QP era faded into the Chilla Jones era, and it became really about like writing these crazy schemes where you're not trying to just go punch. Because me and you were on some like big, like just big punches, like, and they were really rappy. You know what I mean? Like I had that fucking, the act is like you have a sight, you pack the pipe with tweakers and hit wieners at the acid night. You know what I mean? Like it's like
rhyme,
it's a dope rhyme, but I'm said you pack a pipe with tweakers and take wieners in the acid night.
Right.
It's not like complex subject matter at all.
Exactly,
but eventually
but
battling turned that way. Nowadays, there's a lot of battlers who really kind of like try to be really articulate about the way they write, and I find that that's the type of shit that other rappers watch and go, yo, that's so, like Dell. We had Dell in here, and he's like, I study battles. I watch the battles, and I'm like, I see how you guys write, and I'm like, yeah, I want to figure out how to incorporate that into the music. You know what I mean? And like that, and that's so I could see. I'd seen a change in from the last album I did, the self-help tapes, to the DVD LP. I definitely like. There was a lot more intention in my writing. You know what I mean? Like bar to bar. But at the same time, like it's still that like create a feeling thing instead of creating like a moment or whatever, which in the battle, it's all about like, even when you're doing that elaborate scheme, it's got to hit right now, you know? And there are a lot of battlers that are the guys who are like, they lose in the building, but then people watch it back and they're like, oh, that shit's amazing. You know what I mean? But that's not how you win battles. You don't win by being amazing later. You know what I mean?
And because to me, that shit don't really matter. I don't care about that, like, fucking Def Poetry Jam, fucking ad-lib Dr. Seuss, connect this bar.
It could be
but
cheesy.
It means that, but kind of like that. And, punchline. Like, that shit's weak as fuck to me. Like, I know a lot of people are doing that, and that's popular, whatever. That's cool. And that's half the reason I don't watch battles, because for one, it's easy. For two, most people that do it, they don't even do it right anyway. It's so fucking over exaggerated and completely forced that's just like.
Well, that's the thing,
it doesn't sound tight.
That's why there's fucking 20 dudes that really get paid to fly around the world and do it, and fucking like 16,000 battlers total. You know what I mean? Exactly. So there's definitely like that gap, and when you, especially when you do that, when you set the table for like, okay, now we're doing all this crazy wordplay shit, of course you're going to get cheesy shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're guaranteed to get like the subpar versions of fucking. But it's definitely, I'll have moments at every event that I'm at, you know, because I do the pay-per-views for King of the Dot and shit like that. And I'll have a moment like at least once at every event where I'm like, oh, I fucking love this shit. You know what I mean? Where somebody says something that's just like, and it just blah, it just makes my brain. I think Carter Deems referred to his hands as, he said, I want to put these cat massagers on you. I was like, oh shit, bro. He called his hands cat massagers, bro. That's beautiful. It's and magical and whimsical, and it just made me feel some type of way. I think obviously there's more complex versions than that, but for me, cat massagers all the way. I'll take that to the bank. What's next for you? You're fresh off a fucking tour.
Yeah. I have a fucking show. I'm opening for Mers and Ninth Wonder.
I seen that. What's the date on that?
That's on the 16th of this month, 3/16.
Oh, okay.
Mers Day. It's Mers' birthday.
Oh, it's Mers Day. You know what's funny? Mers Day is actually me and my wife's 5-year anniversary. So fucking thanks, Mers.
How is she?
Great. Yeah. See, and and all the homies like. People don't know this because my wife isn't the one to like get on screen and like get made fun of by other battlers. But back in the day, especially for like the old Battle of the Bay events, she came to fucking everything. So they all, and
that's my homie. I haven't seen her.
We used to have, it used to be like there was a squad of us where we would all be kicking it like at the parties and fucking rolling crazy blunts and shit like that. What's that? The Motel 6 in Inglewood, just getting destroyed.
Right by the airport.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, right by down the street from the Forum and shit. Oh man,
it had the beans.
Oh bro,
we were on.
That's the first time. That was the first time I ever smoked a tarantula leg when they were rolling it in the fucking in the keef, or it's like
in the keef.
It's like blunt with hash in it, and then they dip it in hash oil, and then they put a bunch of keef down and roll it in keef. California, baby. Sahtyre, let them know where to fucking find you. Drinking the worst fucking plastic bottle of whiskey in this bitch. I don't even think that company is around anymore. Don't worry, we could promote. They're fucking out of business for sure. What's going on? Let them know where to find you on all your social media and all that good shit.
We're gonna take a couple moments to promote my sponsor, Black Velvet. If it ain't Black Velvet, nigga, it ain't shit. Yo, hit me Instagram, SAHTLSD, every other fucking social media outlet. Sahtyre, SAHTYRE.
We're gonna make some fucking tripped out ass music because you're at the spot and Chase is at the spot and I'm out there all the time. So I'm gonna be out there in like the next month and we're gonna make some fucking spacey shit. Sahtyre, ladies and gentlemen, Dirtbag Dan Show. You be.
Yeah.
Yo, what up? Dirtbag Dan Show, episode 80. My Abel, you look ridiculous. Reverse Live has joined us. And he's got a 40. So let's just talk about that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy Lies 40-ounce experience.
Nice.
Anyway.
It'd be like a guitar solo right there.
That was
It's like an eagle flies across the screen.
and then I shoot it. But today, this is a cautionary episode. The only drink the 211 still reserves in the darkest alleys with the scummiest people you could find. Anyways,
Let me see this thing.
yeah.
It's like something you'd get at a fucking rock concert.
This is plastic.
because they won't
Yeah,
let you throw
Sure,
bottles.
this is fully plastic.
I was gonna do Still Reserve earlier, but I was looking for a glass bottle because I thought they were like still surviving in the glass bottle game, but
No.
apparently not. But yeah,
They've
anyway.
been used as weapons far too often.
Yeah,
A lot of people
Too
are-
many people stabbed to death with 211
Yeah, I
bottles.
feel like
They're
Still
like,
11
we should stop contributing to murder.
named after a felony.
It says shatterproof.
Not against this high, motherfucker.
That's ridiculous.
You only drink 211s when you're gonna commit one. So, but
So what are we doing after this?
Yeah, what's cracking?
8.1 by
Yeah.
8.1 alcohol.
this is traditionally the scummiest, most getting you ready to fight someone beer that there is on the market. And
That's true.
This is a wino 40. How much is a
this
plastic 40
a
of
good
Still
old
Reserve
plastic
so far?
40 of Still Reserve was $2 and I think $2.35.
$2.35.
High gravity, the hurricane, the
Hurricane, which tastes better, by the way.
yeah, hurricane tastes better. I mean, some people like Still Reserve. I
Yeah.
think it tastes like dog shit.
I think it
but
tastes like
I mean,
ass.
yeah,
right?
it's not
I was
good.
saying it tastes like shit.
I
I
think
think they all taste like shit,
I've
but
always
I had
enjoyed
some of it straight over
I
here.
have
It's
I have
terrible.
a trained palate in the 40. The 40.
clearly,
No, but
clearly
no,
that's why
to
you
me-
that's why you have to pour orange juice in them to drink them, or what?
No, that's
Come on.
That's for that's because I'm classy.
Oh, yeah.
Sheer classiness.
No,
He
No.
often
Fuck you, Skylar. All right.
And
he
that
often
ended-
drinks 40s that just say beer on it and have
Yeah.
like just 3
Dude,
extras.
where
I
do you
just
buy
believe
those?
them that they're beer. I don't care, dude. That was a country club. The one time I was on your show. No, I had a country club and everyone hated on me, but that was a Safeway beer, and
Ain't nothing wrong with
but that was a
Country Club.
Safeway beer.
That was a
and I
classy
think
beer, man.
that they do actually really well with
I-
their select
hey,
brand
hey,
I
products.
can't believe Safeway makes a
and
40.
since I love my fans
I
so
see my
much,
grandpa drink a country club once. I ain't
yeah.
tripping.
I went to Safeway and asked them if they still made Country Club, and the one in my town does not. But I'm not done. I love y'all. But anyway,
You're like, seriously though?
Still
Why
Reserve.
not?
I picked Still Reserve because, with the
Because I was
hurricane.
talking it up last week.
Yeah, and I had a good story with this one, because and it pertains to the area. Because you guys know the band The Hold Up that's around here. They're from around here.
yeah. I've heard of the hold up before.
Well, I was at a house party once.
Uh-huh.
One
and me and
time,
my friends, it was at a mansion, and it was a party that the Hold Up was at, and we were drinking Still Reserve,
Dun, dun, dun.
and the Hold Up brought a bunch of alcohol. They
Hold
brought, They brought a bunch of Seagram's
Wait,
alcohol.
hold up.
And then, and
But hold up,
my
though.
homie started playing outside this vintage piano that he probably shouldn't have been playing, and he
Hold
starts
up.
playing Earth Angel, and everyone went to go see him playing Earth Angel. And we stole all the Hold Up's alcohol while he was playing Earth Angel, and then we left after that.
Wow.
So if you love the Hold Up, we stole their alcohol while my homie distracted everyone with
that is
Earth
like
Angel.
Little Rascals esque hijinks,
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's a good one.
Hold on, I got a plan.
That was on the flight plan. I also got an entire movie theater staff drunk off Still Reserve Brass
I've done
Monkeys
that
once.
before times.
Yeah. You know, that's
you
basically
got a movie theater staff drunk on
Yeah,
Still
I used to
Reserve
kick it
also.
there. Like I would kick it at this movie theater so much that people thought I worked there, and I didn't. I just played 13 with the people behind the counter. But I didn't get paid to work. I didn't get paid to, but I would help them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I had a Thanksgiving there once.
That's so weird.
That's so ill.
I watched fucking 6
Hey,
movies.
did you get to watch free movies with the people? Cause
Dog,
you
I did
were
whatever
cool
I
with
wanted at that place.
them? That's what's up. I worked at a movie theater for a while, and one time we had a party. And
One time, speaking of that movie theater, we got caught drinking a bunch of 40s and singing oldies out in front of it, and then we tried to hide in the arcade, and they found us.
Oh.
Were you singing Earth
And
Angel?
then
Did you sing Earth Angel to distract them?
we sang Earth Angel to draw them to us, apparently.
Hey, what the fuck does this have to do with 40s?
Yeah, where are we going?
Bye.
Later able abilities. What does
Erica
it have to do with
Badu.
40s?
Oh, that was just me and Caustic Griffin.
Hey,
But
what-
yeah, back to the
That was
Stillies.
just me and Caustic Griffin. What's your
Hey, I'm just
This
saying.
one I was already like. To be honest, I think Still Reserve tastes like straight Dookie.
Well, fuck you then, man.
But that could just be me. But I'm gonna give it.
This is how 211 fight started.
I'm gonna give it a. This
Hey,
is a-
fuck you then, man.
See, I just
you
wanted,
always come around talking shit, man.
I instantly wanted to break this when you started.
But
raising
you
your
can't
voice.
because it's fucking shatterproof, dog.
It's gonna bounce off his head.
Shatterproof, fam.
Look at that, and I lift so.
Fuck
You know what I'm saying?
you lift that to your mouth.
what do you give it? What's the number on
I'm
this
gonna
one?
give. You know
A
what?
fucking 55 out of fuck you.
I'm gonna give this
Damn.
on a scale.
Is
of,
that good?
On a scale of 1 to 40, I'm gonna give this a 15.
Word.
I don't know how that
Damn.
mathematically works out, but it's bullshit. So shatterproof.
The presentation, just everything about it.
I gotta tell you, Cody.
It's in a fucking bottle with grips on it like a football.
Hey, it has finger grips.
That's an
It has
extra
finger
5
grips.
points automatically.
Okay, I give it a 20.
You can,
A 21 at least.
no, fuck that. So you
It's
can
a-
run with it. So
You can throw it like a Nerf ball
So the cops
at your
are after
hobo
you,
buddies.
or what?
Like,
You can hop fences with
hey,
it.
catch it!
It has post-rape grip.
Don't lose the 40. Save it for later. I'm gonna get locked up, but it's
5-0 run.
I almost finished mine.
Steel Reserve with the grip
that's
and
their
run
ad.
40.
It's the good. It's
The
this.
shatterproof
This is
grip
like-
and run.
This is
40.
strictly so you run from the cop. Like I bet you someone was like, people are gonna run from the cops with this, so you might as well throw some finger gloves on them.
Dude, let's help these little crackheads out. You know what I'm saying? These guys really need our help.
Still
some
Reserve cares
malnutrition.
about the crackheads, I guess, and they should, because that's like half your fucking like what
Demographic?
demographic. There you go. Thanks, Skylar.
Mickey's used to
Them
make
big
a
words.
64.
With your fucking Dale Earnhardt fucking hat. I don't care, man.
Mickey's used to make a 64, and we would drink it when we were like
Oh.
12 and 13,
Dude.
just so we looked ridiculous holding it.
It was
You know
so
what I mean?
big.
Just so when you seen like a 12-year-old with a fucking bottle that's bigger than his entire arm.
It was either the
like at the park, just like double hand
a
drinking.
64, or we'd have a box of Mickey's grenades. Each of us just like fucking box, just
Throwing
like, yeah.
up.
Compared
Sure
to
to
you, it looks
vomit,
like a
just
office
puking and not
water
remembering
cooler.
it.
Yeah.
I remember
Bam.
the first time I saw a 64 ounce. I was watching a documentary on the Crips and Bloods, and there was a dude like just with the
On the
fat.
Crips and the Bloods?
And there was a fat. and there-
Actually, I was watching the Crips and the Bloods
When I saw
on the Discovery Channel,
with the Crips and the Bloods fight.
and then I saw 64 ounces.
And this fool was drinking a horrendously huge bottle. And then I went to the liquor store and asked him what that was about. And he said,
You're
that,
like, hey, when the Crips and the Bloods fight,
Hey,
what
hey,
kind of
hey,
bottles do
what
they
goes
buy?
up? What socks goes up
He
when the
said,
Crips and the Bloods are warring?
Mister, when the Crips and no Bloods,
When I was watching
can I
them
get
fight,
the
He makes me
64?
sound like Thugga
When no
Thugga.
Crips and no Bloods,
The Crips and
I'm
the
a
Bloods. I'm a
Karen.
carrot.
I'm a girl.
I'm a motherfucking Karen.
Yeah, bro.
But,
At some point, we'll have a Thugga dance party on here where we'll just put Thugga on, and everybody except Skylar will just fucking.
Because I got some mother loving carrots.
Motherfucking Karen.
Thug, if you're watching this, we respect
not.
you. Yeah, I know you're not.
Thug, if you're watching this.
You and girls are not watching this right
Thug,
now.
if you're watching this.
You're with all of them.
You're with all
We're
the women
not
that
watching
aren't
this
watching
together.
We're not. I don't respect
I'm
you.
a motherfucking Karen.
If you're not on drugs and instead watching this, then I don't respect you anymore.
Yeah.
Please don't watch.
Like, fuck you. Like,
Hey, man, nah.
don't be like that.
nah,
What's up,
man,
Thugger?
nah.
I'm a show.
Watch this show, man.
Fuck me like a king.
McCurry.
Why is that fool? That whole song is about nut. Pretty much.
down like a rabbit.
Okay, that's enough, bro.
All right.
But
out of
anyway,
pocket.
yeah. To loop back,
15.
15. I give it a solid 15
I
out
thought
of
a
40.
20
1 5.
A
15 out of
21.
40.
15
I-
out of 40.
I
You
give it a-
fucking suck.
211 out of 40.
Hey, taste that brass. The brass ain't bad.
Brass ain't bad.
Yo, Cody,
Try
it
the
tastes a
brass.
lot better without orange juice in it, man. You
No, it
gotta try
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I just
No,
drank.
it doesn't.
I just drank it for the record. I just drank it down to here to mix the orange juice,
Dude,
and it tasted like a bear pissed in it. Not even a dog.
You're
a bear.
pissed.
Guys,
in it.
Cody likes juice.
I do like.
he likes
trying to
gin
get his
and
vitamins.
I've been thinking about changing my rap name to Juice Man.
All right.
Skylar, let's go to the video question.
All right.
Cody's fired.
That's cool, I guess.
Can't come back.
I'm going to be ginger juice
I
man.
couldn't have more heat than that. I don't
Was
know.
it
Let's start.
ginger
Let's
juice
end
man?
with that one. Let's start with the first one.
Cody the
No,
Juice
no.
Man.
Let's
Ginger
start
Jew
one.
man.
Does that say 1? Yeah, 1, 2, and then 3, and then we'll go to the last one.
1, 2, and 3.
This one?
Yeah, that one's cool.
High tech.
Did you roll a joint?
I did.
Hey man.
This
Kid
is a
sent.
this is a
He
missing
sent a
member
bunch
of
of questions
Freefall.
to my fucking Instagram, and then I told him send them to YouTube. He sent them to YouTube. I got 3 questions in a day, so we're gonna run all of them. Let's see what you
Yeah.
got.
Let's
I
go.
like
You
your
really
length.
got like 12.
28 seconds.
What's up, Dirtbag Dan Show?
Yeah.
Dan, I might look familiar to you because I've been sending you the Stop My Time videos on Instagram.
Yes,
for
that
like the
is-
last
he's a
fucking 6
weirdo.
months.
He's like bowling, going
I'm
stop
gonna
my
continue to
time.
do so. My question is kind of a weird one, but no one asked these certain questions. To all of you guys, what's your favorite sandwich? Weird, I know. All right.
Oh,
Thanks for
shit.
the show.
All right.
Yo, I like the direct approach to the question.
All right.
We got 2. We got 3,
Sandwiches. Run down the line.
Yo, I made
Ending with Cody because the fat guy's sandwich opinion is the most.
You know, I
important.
know mine already. What's up?
Hot sandwich, cold sandwich.
Hot sandwich.
Hot sandwich, Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, cold sandwich.
Cold sandwich, probably a turkey with fucking provolone
Okay.
or something along those
Turkey
lines.
sandwich.
Maybe on grilled.
Nah, yeah, Cole definitely like turkey pesto sandwich,
That was good.
which I
Pesto
had earlier, and I was quite happy with myself.
Hot sandwich.
Fuck, man.
You're not a hot sandwich guy.
No, I am. I like a lot of different things, man. I like a nice Cuban sandwich.
He likes a cubano.
Cubano, dog.
He likes a
Can you
Cubano.
relight that for me, please, Skylar?
Okay.
And bring me a Cuban sandwich.
Okay. I'm gonna
I want a
say.
Cuban sandwich.
I'm gonna. I could like be all fancy and say all this like fancy shit like these gay boys, but the reality
Turkey
is,
and
is
cheese.
Turkey and
What the fuck are you
a
talking
Cuban
man.
is fancy for you?
Yeah, man.
You've
I like
never
Philly
been to
cheesesteak.
I like
Florida
tuna fish and peanut butters and jelly.
This fool
all
eats
together?
Dirt eats fucking
Yeah, man.
raviolis out of the fucking can.
peanut
all right?
butter and
Literally.
This fool is a caveman, dog.
He has
Hey,
no taste buds.
Check this out. But
He's
check
like, I
this
don't
out.
feel like cutting onions.
Hey, Dan. Oddly enough, my favorite warm sandwich, tuna melt. My favorite cold sandwich, PB&J.
All right.
There you go.
So basically, Cody was brought on the show to suck Dirtbag's dick.
Nah,
none of us will do it.
We happen to like the same sandwich choices. I'm a simple man.
That's gross.
I mean, I love me a PB&J, but
Sure you do.
I'll pick it over so many things.
I
Let's
love
go.
it.
Let's see what this next.
So many
next
things you
question
get
is.
PB&J.
I just want to eat Thai food.
wait, did I
always.
erase the
There's
wrong
so many
one?
more sandwiches I like.
I don't know. Why do you keep doing
I
that?
just want to eat Thai food.
No,
for the
yeah,
rest of
you
my
did.
life.
That's good. You're good.
Oh, he has more. He has
He has
three
three
questions.
questions.
Fucking
That's
more-
number,
all right.
You
You
go to
know?
number
Okay,
2.
I'm gonna-
Oh.
all right.
Shit.
It was exactly the same looking.
Yeah. He looks exactly the same.
Dude, you needed to just
Fuck off.
pass that shit.
You need to roll something that's not the
Dirtbag Dan Show, what's going on? It's your boy, Johnny 2 Times, aka
Throw
Johnny
some
Stop
of
My
your-
Time button back. My question today is kind of based for Caustic, but I mean,
Weird.
everyone else can answer it, obviously.
Okay.
Being a fellow Italian man,
Oh,
Caustic,
shit.
what is your favorite like mob movie? You know, is it Goodfellas? Is it Godfather?
That's actually a cool question.
Mom movie.
Whatever.
Yeah. You got good questions, man. I like it.
I know, tight. All right, 2 times. Even
Just
though
because Cody likes sandwiches and mob movies.
you're gonna ask 3
So
times.
far, so good, man.
Yeah, you're,
So far,
you're 2
so
for
good.
2. My favorite joints are like Easter Promises.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Gamora is like the realest shit to me, dog. I don't know if any of y'all have seen.
yeah,
or-
the one where
or-
they're fucking.
or read Gamora. So like literally like how kids join the mafia. It's fucking has to do with like Port of Naples, fucking how everything is fucking made there, and this shit is crazy. I can explain if I wanted to. Tons of shit, man. Goodfellas. I know Goodfellas word for word, obviously.
Yeah.
First 2 Godfathers.
I like I like A Bronx Tale. I don't know if that counts.
Bronx. It does count.
That's but
Bronx Tale
Sonny
definitely counts.
Sonny
Bronx
drops
Tale.
the most
You gotta
fucking
do the
ever.
door test.
Yeah, there's so much good shit in that
You gotta
Bronx
movie.
do
Tale
the
definitely
door
counts.
test.
That's a mob movie.
I remember when
Departed.
I was
That's a good one
younger,
for sure.
Parted's a good mob.
the power went out once, and I just watched The Bronx Tale like fucking 5 times in a row. And that was like became my favorite movie. One of them after that.
My favorite mob movie is probably fucking Casino. Casino's
Casino's
fuck
great.
yeah.
That's a great one.
It's such a violent, awesome movie.
Oh, it's so
Fuck,
good.
It's so
I
raw.
love the fucking music because it's like the
Yeah,
80s and they're
fuck
doing
yeah.
the like Dio fucking I can't get no satisfaction while he's all like
yeah.
coked out trying to beat somebody up in the back of a fucking club. This shit is dope, bro.
Dude.
Like that to me is like my favorite. It's the most realistic one.
Yeah.
But
Goodfellas is a
there's all
great one
sorts
for
of like
sure.
if I'm talking crime movies, there's all sorts of crazy like Mexican fucking cartel mafia ones that are fucking super epic.
There's
like,
there's a dope show.
El Infierno is a fucking crazy
Yo,
one.
my dad put me on that movie. That movie's bad
Yeah,
ass. That's a sick fucking.
Yo,
that is a great, and then a real life one like Cartel Land. It's a documentary. It might as well be a fucking movie. It's so, it's-
I don't know if you guys can sit through subtitles or not, but there's a dope show on Hulu called Romanzo Criminale. It's in Italian, but it's like fucking taking over Rome and shit. Like just a crew of dudes, and this fool just loses his mind on cocaine. It's just amazing.
Sounds
Nice.
like the shit.
That's like some
I
HBO
could
shit in
definitely
Italy,
sit-
dog. Romanzo Criminale is the shit,
I'm gonna
dog.
check that out.
Libano, dog.
okay,
I like this shit.
so you learned some shit. All right,
Yeah.
more questions. Questions.
Make this one good, or
it's
Skylar,
the same
if
guy.
you don't have fucking buttons,
Are you ready?
Next week, they're gonna fucking destroy you.
they're gonna
a
release the
fuck.
I'm
hounds
not
on your ass.
technical.
Where's this?
Woo!
This is done.
Dirtbag Dan Show. What's
Yeah.
going on? It's your boy Johnny 2 times.
Yeah, we know.
AKA
It's
Mr.
3
Stop
times
My
now.
Time.
It's 3
I just
times, Johnny.
escaped the office here at work for a couple seconds, which got me thinking of a good question, which is, what's the worst job you guys have ever had?
Okay.
Like, what's the fucking one job that you're just like, I'm so glad I don't do that, and I never want to go back to it? All right, thanks for the show, guys.
Everyone's hella quiet.
I had 2 real jobs.
I've had
in
so
my
many
life.
jobs, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I've been fired from more jobs than people have had. Dude. Like, it's ridiculous.
Abel would be good for this conversation because he's had a million jobs.
I've had a lot of jobs.
I've had a lot of fucking jobs.
I've had 2 real jobs in my life. I worked at Denny's when I was 16 for 6 months, and then I worked at Home Depot when I was 19 for like 9 months. Outside of that, I worked at Home Depot I was older. I was like 21, maybe 22 for like 9 months, and I fucking in between all that shit, I worked at either a skateboard shop or a head shop. And then I fucking I was just with Dirtbag Dan. That's all. That's all I've ever done. So fucking.
this is my way to not
Denny's
work ever
was
again.
Denny's was ass. But Home Depot was especially ass, and this is why Home Depot was the worst, is because I had fucking like it seemed like there were 20 bosses, like because I was a cash register person and I was a return cash register person. So there was a return cash register person head above me, and then there was the cashier manager, and then there was the front end manager, and then there was the there was 3 assistant managers of the store, and then there was the general manager of the store. So all like you would do something wrong, and at least fucking
Dirt was the
4
only normal
people
employee.
would come by and they'd be like, "Hey, yeah, you returned that hammer. You know, we're not supposed to return those if they don't have the tag." You'd be like, "Okay, just next time." And then some other motherfucker would come up and be like, "Hey, so I heard you returned the hammer." And by the end of the day, you heard it from like 4 of your bosses.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up about the fucking hammer,
I'm gonna
homie.
fucking take it out of the bin.
Fucking hammer you to
I'm gonna
death.
Fucking kill you. Dude, there was one time where this dude was yelling at me and I fucking leaned over the counter and I was like, "Bro, you don't think you think I don't want to just give you your money, dude?" I was like, I don't control this. I said, I can't. I was like, ask for the manager. And then the manager came over. He's like, well, get the manager. The manager came over. The manager gave him the shit. And I was like, see? Because they would do that shit to me where they'd be like, you can't say no. They say, you say no. And then they call the manager and the manager would be like, okay, we'll take care of you, sir. And I'd be like, oh, what the fuck? So after that, after that happened twice and I'm like trying to stand up for Home Depot, I'm like, ask for the manager.
You'll get that shit.
I
just
can
ask.
fucking go ahead, bro.
Dude, I've had some pretty bad jobs. I've had some pretty cool jobs.
Yeah, same.
also.
What's the worst one though? What's the shittiest
what was
job
the
you had?
shittiest
Where you
job?
were like,
What's the
"Fuck,
worst one?
I hate this shit. If I had to do this for the rest of my life." Where there was another old person that worked there, like someone that was elderly or old that worked there, where you were like, "Yo, this person's gonna die working at this job. That's terrible. That sucks for them." It's
Dude, I
terrible.
already.
That's at Home Depot. I'd see people that's like, "This is my career."
I know mine.
I was like, oh,
Mine.
it's like I hope you have some crazy hobbies at home. I hope your kid is a fucking super athlete or you enjoy fishing. Because if this is what you're getting off on, then fuck, man. I don't know. Sorry.
Woo! No,
Shit blows my mind.
I've worked, I've all kinds of shit, but my least favorite, the one that
What did
sucked
you do?
the most.
Al Qaeda
kind
shit?
of shit, man. But no, I was a fucking dishwasher, strictly dishwasher at a Chinese restaurant. And I would come in for the lunch rush in 4 hours. I'd do 8-hour days. I'd come in and I'd clean dishes for 4 hours. And then I'd come in the dinner rush and I'd do split days and I'd work 4. And
That's crazy.
And I would just be I was the dishwasher too. There was me. I was the only one washing dishes for the entire fucking restaurant, and I just had to put them through, and it was me, this old dude cooking, another old dude preparing some shit, and
all Chinese dudes.
Yeah, Chinese dudes, and then 2 ladies in the front. It was literally 6 people running a whole restaurant, and it was me cleaning. 2 dudes cooking and 2 ladies working the shit, and 1 dude cleaning the floor, and I fucking had to it was ridiculous, dude. I had to clean so fast.
Did you quit just because you were like, fuck this?
Well, at
shit?
the time I did it for a little while because I just didn't have any fucking money, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just wash these dishes, whatever. But the dudes, you know what the thing was cool is the dudes who were in the back with me cooking, they were some cool ass older dudes who would just kick me cigarettes and they did I don't know, they were just cool dudes. They give me random little candy and shit all the time.
How old are you? 12 or something?
No, I was
What's just going on here?
No, I was just because I was broken. And they were just you want Stokes? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then also when I would end the shifts too, they would all sit down at a table and they would make food for after, so we'd all get to eat dinner together and shit like that. So I'd get free bomb ass meals, and they'd make shit you couldn't get at the restaurant, which was kind of cool. But other than that, I'm saying in terms of a job, that shit sucked. Fucking washing terrible dishes for 4-hour periods 2 times during the day was pretty fucking garbage.
I did that in group homes, bro. I used to have to do
you-
fucking bust down, dog.
Then the pain of just washing
yo,
mad dishes.
I just did dishes for 50 people, including the shit that cooked it. This fucking sucks. There's
Dude.
3 of us. We're not allowed to have fun, even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When dishes don't stop coming, it's just
There's no fun to be had at this job.
Yeah.
I used to work at this shit called SVC, where we would you would have to research certain industrial products on eBay and then basically appraise them and then go find them in the warehouse and then fucking take pictures of it and then fucking Photoshop the background out of it and post it on eBay, and it made me want to fucking kill myself.
That sounds like the most
And I would,
tedious.
it's the most tedious thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I would sit there every day with my fucking phone right under my nuts right here, and I would scroll on my phone right here, so I don't have to just be fucking looking at eBay because they'll bust your ass. And then
That sounds terrible.
But
yeah.
the one cool thing about that place is there was a fucking Street Fighter 2 machine. And the fucking like the bosses who were like clearly getting way more money than anybody downstairs. You know what I'm saying? They pull up in like Lotuses and shit. Like, and we're working for like fucking $15 an hour, like making this whole thing happen. Like if we all quit, you sell nothing. You know what I mean? But these fools that are hella fucking balling are also crazy at Street Fighter will come down and really
They
whoop
just
on
like smash like probably
Just
on
come
theirs?
down and
Yeah.
just beat your ass on their lunch break.
I learned some
That's
shit from
fucking
that.
steam
That's
on these.
fucking ill.
It was
It's all
two
about
of
they
them.
bought a Street Fighter machine so that they could come down and beat their employees.
I,
Hey, I
it's
guarantee
a
you fools
mind
will try to
fuck.
play us.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this.
like,
there
you
was
don't
two of them,
understand.
and one was like this nerdy dude who's hella good at Street Fighter, and the other one was like this kind of douchebag Persian dude who's ended up on like one of those like Persian reality shows, like Sunset to fucking
Were they both
Shire
wrong?
or whatever
Were they
it is.
both-
Like
they
one of
both
those
good
ones
too?
where the guy went.
Shah's of Sunset. That's
Hey,
what it is.
Was it
dog.
one of those ones where they went, why did you slap?
How could you slap?
How could you slap?
Yeah.
How could you slap?
I used to
Yo.
work at a pizza place, and there's a laundromat next door, Street Fighter Alpha on a box.
There you
Like,
Dude,
go.
I sold mattresses, and that
Was
was
that-
that was hell.
That was, yeah,
that sounds like the
That
worst
was
shit.
fucking hell. I was working like 55, 60-hour weeks and by myself sometimes to where like you're not allowed to leave the store. So I'd be working like 10 hours in a mattress store by myself and like
I'd
maybe
be backflipping on
maybe
shit.
see one per. Well,
I'm
dude,
like,
dude, I had to,
Retail generally is fucking terrible when you have to deal with people's
I
shit.
had to go through
yeah.
like 6 weeks of training and shit just to get a job and shit. Like,
Sell
they
mattresses.
made dude, it was crazy retarded. I made okay money, but
Abel
like,
did that shit too, right?
yeah, it was a fucking soul sucking job. Like you feel like like such a fucking piece of shit
right,
after
dude.
you try to convince some old lady why she should buy this bed right now. Like she's like, well, I don't think so, and you're like, no, you really should. You should do it right now. You won't get a better deal if you walk out the door. I'm not going to give you the deal. Why would I give it if you're not going to honor your?
It's
part
like,
of the
yo, if you
agreement?
don't get this deal, I'll fucking sock you, bitch.
You just feel like
Lie
such a
on the
piece
fucking
of shit
mattress.
afterwards. dude.
Pressuring old people into buying shit.
Because you're not going to see
You're not
anyone.
gonna get this
Let's go to
deal,
this
you
last
old bitch.
question and get out of here. Yeah, we
I got fired from Bouncerama for breaking my own nose. I kneed myself in the face, trying to jump around. I forgot about the cranberries. It's Nosberries. It's Nosberries.
I like it, bro.
They didn't sound that bad. Did we discover some
I thought
weird
there was
Satan
I
shit?
thought you had a
Hold on,
mashup
hold on.
going down.
Good start to a Wednesday.
That was kind of tight.
Yo, just wanted to ask you
That was weird.
guys.
Did Nosberries really happen?
I've had a couple of days off from work. Read all that stuff about the bunker that Avocado and J Pro are setting up, and my brain's been going strange places for matchups. So I just wanted to ask you guys, kind of like a two-part question. What do you guys think about having some sort of like funded GoFundMe? Like international Battle of the Zay event. This could be just entirely just me just talking shit, or I mean I would put money towards this, so if this was something that you guys would want to organize, I think people would really want to see it. But like flying out, I don't know, some weird people, like you got Pedro out,
Like weird people.
to you
Pedro's
guys,
awesome.
and set up some really
We wanted to
strange,
get our
weird
shit
battles with people who
Should be
like
tight.
are
Bring
clearly
Bender to me.
awesome,
listen.
super entertaining, but might not like. I can't see Pedro ever getting on like King of the Dot or maybe a GZ or something. But I feel like he's
Dog,
a
I
main
battled
stage
Pedro.
kind of
He's
person,
amazing.
but without that kind of main stage
He's off the
reliability almost. And so yeah, I don't know, something like World Abomination, Battle of the Zay, something that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah,
What's
I
your
like
guys'
that.
opinion on it? And then the only other
World
thing I just wanted to ask you guys
insemination.
about is I was looking at Verse Tracker's top viewed battlers, and in the US it's Diz, Arsenal Diz, DNA, and Clips.
DNA's 3 now.
Maybe I got the order wrong, but what do you guys think of? And I know it's almost impossible, really, to set it up. But what would you think of DNA and Clips versus Disaster and Arsenal? It was a 2-on-2.
Wow, the number one.
Yeah. Just want to shut that by you guys. Shouts
That's a
out
lot
for
of
doing the
views,
show.
fuck.
Can't wait to see what comes out of this bunker shit.
Would that
Have a
break
good
the
one.
internet?
Maybe, probably not.
Look at Caustic. Look. He was wearing a free drug shirt.
Who was that?
It was his boy Dan Bunn from friggin' Norway.
Oh shit! I know.
We sent that shit. We sent that shit to Norway.
Yo, I got a TikTok. Did he get those shirts?
Huh?
Did you get those shirts?
Yes. Yeah. Your boy
He
came.
did?
Yeah. He came and watched. He actually watched the trippy ass Sahtyre
Oh,
interview
word?
the whole time. Yeah.
Yo,
He
shout
enjoyed
out to Will's Den Nick, man.
Nice.
Okay. I got fucking wax in my arm here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna answer this question fast and
Stupid.
then wrap up the show.
What a dumb thing.
World Abomination, genius. I don't think I would want to GoFundMe a whole card, but one thing that would be cool to do is maybe figure out what battle you guys would want to see, like maybe one specific battle, and fly out the people like that. Maybe like someone like Nils M. Skills, or like you said, like Pedro, or O'Shea. You know, we love O'Shea. We'd love to have him out here. Definitions are good, buddy. Whatever. Yeah, all sorts of different.
O'Shea would be my pick. He's hilarious.
He's magical.
Yeah, he's made of magic.
So many good options. And then also 2-on-2 versus the number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Holy shit. Genius. I feel like Charlie Clips' new job at Wildin' Out might interfere with his ability to take fucking... That's real shit. Is that a joke? I wish I had a job at Wildin' Out. That would
Hey,
be
it'd
fucking
be all
cool.
good.
Jeez. Then Nick Cannon would know who I was. All right, this has been the Dirtbag Dan
That's
Show,
how we're gonna
episode
end
80.
it.
Nick Cannon,
Pandering.
Nick Cannon, know me.
I have nothing to say.
Cheers.
Steely.
Ew.
Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? It's Caddy 3.0, chilling with Annie Hardy and our new intern, Kevin, or Kev Turn.
Nice.
And this is an electrical fly racket, and Kevin's gonna touch it right now.
Okay. Did you charge it?
Yeah.
Do you know how it works?
You have to just hit it.
No.
No?
Oh, it is on. I do see the line. Flip it over, other side. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, he went back for more. Oh, shit.
Did that hurt?
It doesn't hurt. It's just.
Oh.